Every day when you wake up, you guys have a choice. You can do your daily thing, get your daily bread. You can sit home. You can be a loser. You can play Bionicle on the PS2 all day. Or you can make a decision to be great. And by tuning into this podcast, you have made that decision to be great. Congratulations for listening to our show. Out of every show, you've arrived at our show. Congratulations to you.
Yeah, well done. You have made a right good choice. We won't make you regret it within the first 5 minutes, or at least we'll try not to.
I will make sure that you enjoy it as long as you enjoy it.
We just want you to be
comfortable. Just stop.
I know, you'll enjoy it as long as you enjoy it is a pretty safe phrase to say.
I mean, but how we arrived to that was painful, that journey. So, I'm not enjoying this conversation, so let's get on with the opening. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Manga Raiders Community Happy Hour podcast, episode 160. It's 160. We are officially in December, so Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho.
Frickin' hoeing all the way.
We will be hoeing all the way to the end of the year, seeing out this one. We are going to be seeing out the year because we are looking ahead to the next season of anime, the winter season. But just before that, let's get all the usual shit out the way. My name is Simon, better known as Vacant. I'm one of the hosts of the Manga Raiders Happy Hour. I'm the British prick.
You are a prick.
Yeah, I am Saint Nick for the evening for you guys then, I guess. To my virtual left, he is the Canadian dick. It's Manimal.
My frickin' cock is erect.
Good.
I was gonna say you were like a private eye or something, but okay.
Yeah.
We can go all the way there.
Go all the way to his dick? I mean, I guess. It's an expensive trip to Canada just to see one man's penis.
All the way to his dick. We missed our chance in Kansas City, but we're gonna come back.
You missed your chance. You didn't share a room with him.
There's always a second go around.
No.
I'm gonna go to the airport right now. So, I'm gonna book my flight to Manimal's dick. It'd be a weird call. Hi, can I have 2 tickets, please? Where to? Manimal's penis. It's a place. Check it out.
The hottest spot in Northern Ontario.
There you go. Get yourselves around there. There's always a party atmosphere in that general area.
Yeah, better than Southern Ontario, a bunch of losers.
Also, 100% less Manimal cock down there. So, you know, if you're going to go there, it's your loss. But here's virtual left. There's still no Manimal cock here, at least to my knowledge. But it is the Cancerians from Bavarians. I'm just going to stop rhyming. I'm going to retire all that. It is Coryn.
I am neither Bavarian or Cancerian, because those are not, well, one, I'm not Bavarian, Cancerian is not a real word.
Could play along. Most people won't know the difference, but, you know. Call me out like that, thought we're all friends. It's alright. Won't hold it against you. It's okay.
It's just my pride thrown through. You gotta have the Kansan pride.
Got that Kansan pride. Well, someone who wears his Kansan pride on his heart somehow.
Which is on his shoulder, which is on his sleeve.
It's a medical anomaly.
I've got messed up shoulder syndrome. You can see my exposed heart right on my little shoulder stumps.
First,
and there's a label that says Kanzanian.
We are Kanzanian. Oh, I like it. That's maybe what we should have been collectively known as, because, you know, we're honorary Cancerians, aren't we? Me and Manimal, we were there once. I'm sure there's not too many people from my town who have gone there.
You might be the first.
Maybe the first man from Stoke-on-Trent, from the Potteries, getting his way down to Cancer. Yeah, can't even fucking talk today. That's a terrible decision to podcast on this day then, when my brain's been retarded. But that's Brian. That's Nairbons. He's there. The 2 Kansas boys. Now we are a quartet of St. Nicholas's, and we're going to be doing some shares. But before we get into the anime preview, there's some very important questions and very pressing matters at hand, and that is Manimal. What the fuck have you been doing with your week?
You guys come to me and expect me every week to just tell you something. You ask me about my week, but you never ask me about my day. You never ask me minute to minute how I'm feeling. You come to me and you say, how is your week? Because you expect me to talk about the office and the water cooler and the game and how the kids were at soccer practice. But you never get down to the nitty-gritty. You weren't there for me this whole time. You weren't there for me when I cried. You weren't there for me when I watched the music video for Bish's Life is Beautiful and felt strong emotions in my eyes. You just expect me to get to the superficial elements.
I think the thing is, Manimal, is that we don't have to ask you what your moment to moment is like because you're recording it for us and sending it to us all the time.
Yeah, we do get many a video diary from you.
Bi-hourly updates.
Yeah, that's true. No, it was a normal week. Yule season begins. Got the decorations in my room. Listened to some Christmas records. Got those going. Elvis's Christmas album, it's classic. Side 1 is fresh as hell. It's great stuff. Side 2 is like soft gospel. It's still pretty good though. Elvis's gospel music's pretty real shit. The Beach Boys Christmas album, it's like one half is pretty good and the other half is like super cheesy. Like probably the worst version of White Christmas I've ever heard in my life. Like, Brian Wilson, amazing, one of the greatest voices, but not good at singing White Christmas.
Yeah, you don't want to fuck with White Christmas.
Because Elvis's version is like it moves. It has like feel. But this Beach Boys one is like it's like so lifeless and just overdone.
If it ain't Bing, I ain't interested.
Nah, if you ain't Bing, you gotta if you want to ring my bell, you better be Bing. Let me tell you that.
Don't give me
much.
that thing if it ain't Bing. That's all I'm saying.
Don't give me that thing if it ain't Bing. That's the old catchphrase. I like Ike. And Bing's thing. It all goes back to that. But otherwise recorded some more Christmas songs which have been kind of annoying. I like them of course, but recording them is not as fun. And that's really it. There's nothing too exciting. There's no anecdotes of any real thrill. It's just been pretty straightforward.
That's fair enough. That's fair. You've had a nice, easy week before the festivities kick in.
All I wanted to do was play Black Ops 4 and do the episode, but no, it was updating. So I was like, I'm going to play freaking Bionicle, the game from 2003 on the PS2. Because, I beat this game back in like 2008, and I thought, I never thought it was great, but I figured, it was a Bionicle game, so whatever. So I thought I'd play it again. I played it for like 5 minutes, and I was like, yeah, this is shit.
I know, what a shame that we actually might have your full attention for once.
No, I'm playing Sonic. I'm playing Sonic Mania.
Oh, okay.
I'm playing Encore.
We'll never have his full attention again. Not since we discovered playing video games while podcasting.
Well, actually, this makes me have my full attention because otherwise I just play guitar.
Okay, actually, that's very true because I'd much rather you be quiet playing video games than out of nowhere bursting into a guitar solo and then just disappearing for half an hour.
When I play games, it's very active, so I can keep talking because talking and playing games is very natural to me.
Mm-hmm. Or if you don't like what Nair's saying, you'll suddenly bust out in a little guitar riff, just drown him out.
Yeah, that's not gonna occur. I even turned off
Nair and his controversial opinions.
Yeah, Nair and his controversial opinions about freaking Godzilla. Ain't no one, no one even likes Godzilla. People like to act like people like things like Power Rangers and Godzilla. No one even likes Godzilla.
I kind of like Godzilla.
Yeah, you kind of like it because someone told you to. Because they put it on a shirt.
Dude, it's true.
Because they made a brand out of it. They were like, you love Godzilla. It's part of your nostalgia, and you bought into it. Just like Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles.
Hey, I liked Power Rangers. If I watched it today, I probably wouldn't be too keen on it. But
I was actually kind of kidding, but there's a hint of trueness to that.
Ninja Turtles the same. I remember I liked the movies as a kid, but I'm pretty sure if I watched them now, it'd be garbage.
Well, the first movie I think has some value to it, where you can kind of watch it and be like, "This isn't great, but I get what they were doing." The second one's fun. I mean, goddamn, what movie has the balls to put Vanilla Ice in it? Like that movie, freaking balls, and I kind of love it for that.
I think he had a whole movie called Vanilla Ice, Cold as Ice, and it was terrible.
More movies need Vanilla Ice in it.
Be a movie about Vanilla Ice, so
yeah,
I respect that.
There should be more. Greatest Showman's just come out on the.
Guys,
well, come out on home TV. That should have had Vanilla Ice.
There you go.
Would have fit.
Are
right
you
in.
suggesting that in 125 years there should be a movie about Vanilla Ice in the style of The Greatest Showman?
Maybe.
Yes.
Yeah, it definitely wouldn't
Schindler's
be a bad
List
The
should have
whitest
had Vanilla Ice in.
rapper.
Yeah.
idea. Yeah, but he's Vanilla
No,
Ice.
they already
so-
made that. It's called 8 Mile.
Oh, yeah. 8 Mile's a
No.
good movie, though. I dig 8 Mile. It's a good film.
There you go.
Fight me,
But,
if anyone wants
you know,
to.
because anything should have balls. You know, I was thinking deep that I want to form a
Not
band,
anything.
but I ain't got people to form a band with, so I don't have one. But if I had a band, I want to have balls. You know, I'm inspired. I love Bandmade. You guys know that I love Bandmade, and I've talked about them a lot. And why are they great? They're great for many reasons. But it made me think, like, you want to be in a band that has a sack. You don't want to be playing covers of like frickin' AC/DC and Queen all day. You want to be pretty exciting. So what would be the most exciting band gimmick for a rock band for me that you could think of?
I'm imagining like a Wayne's World thing where it's all recorded in your basement while you play Sonic.
Okay, you could be like, do you know when Christian did Christian and the Hedgehog Boys? You could be that.
Yeah.
Like the modern day equivalent and just have Sonic themed songs.
Oh,
I mean, I don't want to say it, but you'd kind of just be a Crush 40 cover band at that point.
fresh for it. What goes up must come down. Yeah, my feet don't touch the ground.
Why don't you just do the English translations of Bandmade songs? That could be what you do.
There's freaking 25% of Bandmade songs are in English anyway.
There you go. So 25% of the work's already done.
Well, because they have so
you
many
got
English
75% of the way to go. Why are you slacking?
Yeah, there we go. I'll just try to guess what the rest of the songs are about.
Well,
you
you
could
read
just
it.
be called Band Remade.
Band remade.
Oh, that's incredible. Band remade,
I've
I
got
like
to
it.
be on my way.
You'd have so many hits by confused people on Spotify.
Band remade. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it's
just
not a bad
misspell it.
idea. I love the Bandmade. But anyways, I was thinking, I want to form a band with like the really nice lady from the Chinese restaurant, and she can like sing, and I think it'd be great.
Do you know she can sing, or are you just assuming
No,
that
because
that's...
it'd be amazing. Because I was thinking that I want to be in the kind of band that has the balls to just do something like that.
No, but
you know?
what I'm saying is,
Right,
is
you're
she
in a
an actual
band.
singer, or are you just choosing the woman who works in the Chinese restaurant and then...
Well, she's really nice, so I think that it would be like...
Yeah, but being nice doesn't translate necessarily to singing
I figured
ability.
out. You're in a band where the membership comprises the entirety of Canada.
Yeah, I mean,
And
that
just
would...
find people on the street to be in the band for like a song.
I mean, people, they would come in and they'd be like, hey guys, today we're going to do a song about going outside, and Kim Mitchell, we're going to do cover of Patio Lights, and we're going to do Helix and April Wine songs all night. Hope you guys love it. Don't forget to throw some healthy Def Leppard in the mix for the heavier audience, and maybe a little bit of Honeymoon Suite.
You want to talk about a band gimmick? You pre-record all the music. We three will be sitting in front of the instruments, except we just have like a boombox with our individual instrument pre-recorded. We'll press play and just kind of stand there while you do every other bit.
Yeah, there we go. But no, I don't know why. I just had a thought. I was like, I wish I could be in a band with a nice lady from the Chinese restaurant, and she could like sing. And because I want to be in a band that has balls, you know. I don't want to be just doing covers of like Metallica and stuff like that.
I feel like we've been through this conversation already, like
That same
3
phrase
minutes ago.
14 times.
I just want to be in that.
I feel like he wants to be
I
in a
love
band
Bandmade,
with balls.
and I love Psycho Mori and Bish because they got testicles. You know, they really just going out there.
Well, don't
and
throw
doing
that
shit.
out there. I mean, I don't think they are traps. I think they are genuinely...
No,
females.
they aren't traps, but they got more balls than any of the guys in the Western music do today.
Whoa. Are you saying
That's
that
true.
Bandmade have larger testicles than fucking, I don't know, 50
yeah.
Cent? Jaden
50
Smith?
Cent is definitely not the cutting edge of modern music. Are you kidding me?
Are you saying that they're better than Little Pump and Lil Yachty?
Maybe I
Nobody
don't.
gives a shit about Little Pump.
I get him mixed up. Is Lil Yachty the one who did Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang?
Oh,
Or
Little
is he the
Yachty
one-
is the guy in Broccoli.
Lil Pump is the one who did that, wasn't it? Lil Yachty's the other guy, yeah. Okay. Lil Yachty's the... I can't remember what they say. It's all garbage. Anyway, never mind. Let's
but
come off this topic.
I just want to say I was surprised. I watched Bish's music video for Life is Beautiful, and I really like Bish. I think they're a great idol group. But you guys know, obviously everyone knows the beginning of Up, right? The montage
No.
with the old people.
I don't know, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Asking the wrong people.
On. Oh,
Sorry.
come on. Never freaking mind. Just keep going.
I'm sorry.
I'm freaking
I
done.
feel like
I
I've let you
ain't
down there.
talking
Okay.
Oh, jeez. Next, you guys are going to tell me
the
that you haven't heard of.
montage.
Next time, you guys are going to tell me you haven't heard about freaking the end of Toy Story 3.
Well, I have
I
seen
actually
the end of Toy
haven't. I haven't seen Toy Story 3.
I have seen the end of Toy Story 3. Why have you brought that up? Because now I'm just going to be all depressed about it.
Yeah, you should be depressed for not knowing what I was talking about. That's definitely one of the most gravest and illest of situations you can find yourself in.
I've just googled upright the montage and nothing came. Well, I don't know, it's showing
Yeah, I
keyboards and
said
shit.
up, not upright.
Oh, Up the montage. Right, okay, now I know what you mean. So the movie Up, the montage, the 8-minute montage at the beginning. Okay.
What was that? I was saying Bish did that in their music video for Life is Beautiful, and it actually made me shed tears. It was amazing.
Okay. Now I know what you're on about. I thought you said upright. And I was like,
Upright.
You said upright or alt-right or I don't know. You said something.
You guys
Alt-right the montage.
Ooh,
I wanna see
alt-right the musical. I want to write. I want to see that satirical play.
That's
That'd be
your
great.
band.
Alt-right.
that is definitely not my band. Thanks.
Do you
All you
think
have to do is like auto-tune some Alex Jones monologues and then put
Oh, that'd be
instrumentals to
amazing.
it.
Yes,
Yeah.
I definitely am in the market for a Johnny Rebel cover band. Anyways, let's carry on.
Yeah. Now I'm just picturing like cinematic like premieres in like 10, 15 years of like Antifa versus the alt-right. And like they're all dramatized versions of... Oh, it'll be good. It's going to be good fun.
Oh, it's going to happen. It will
Oh, that's
happen.
the
Yeah.
Romeo and Juliet musical you make?
Oh, the modern time. Oh my god, yeah.
But
The
not the
moderns-
one you want.
Exactly.
Matt, what did you do this week?
Let's see. I put my computer in the computer doctor's place. So my computer is being fixed, but I'm still on my old laptop. And I failed to hack it, so I'm still signing in through thumbprints.
Oh, failure.
I mean, you'll always have the thumbprints.
Yeah, in theory. I think
Unless
there's
you
other
cut off
ways.
your
There's
thumbs.
other workarounds.
Don't cut off your thumbs.
I have not yet tried. I'm not going to cut my thumbs off.
Don't do it.
I need those.
Please don't cut your thumbs off. I swear.
I'm
to
not
God, don't.
going to.
Don't.
I'm
Cut
not
your
gonna do
thumbs
it.
off.
I can't believe you're summing your thumbs off right now.
He's not Lego.
Ah!
I told you not to do this.
It's not Lego.
Reckless animal.
So it's okay. He's not going to lose his fingers anytime soon.
How could we have avoided this tragic outcome? No one warned me.
All you have to do is not cut your thumbs off. Only someone told you earlier.
How could we have prevented this tragic circumstance? So, well, then I sawed my thumbs off, and then I decorated my apartment for Christmas.
Hey!
And I did some Christmas shopping, which mostly meant sitting in front of Amazon, but you know, that's how it goes these days.
That's the modern times.
I really don't want to interrupt, but have you guys ever given someone like extra person points for just like not having thumbs?
What?
Because
Now you're going to need. Now you're
like
going to
this,
need
like,
to explain what extra
there's
person
like
points are.
like
Person points.
there's like this super badass Finn guy that comes in. And he's like, oh, I need to find a generator, and he like doesn't have a thumb and he has a toothpick in his mouth, and he gets like extra points from me just because he doesn't have a thumb. I think like that's pretty badass.
I mean, I guess it depends how you lost your thumb.
'Cause
My
he
grandfather
just-
only has 1.5 thumbs, but the reason he lost half his thumb is kind of stupid, so...
Yeah, like this guy probably was just like cutting some wood and he's like, oh shit, my thumb is gone. And he just kind of like shrugged and kept cutting wood.
I feel like you don't have that option if you cut your thumb off. I feel like even it's going to lose a lot of blood and it's going to like hurt a lot. I don't
but
care how
he's-
tough
just
man
be
you
like-
are. You can't just lose digits and not feel pain.
That stupid thumb is off. Damn it.
But in the interest of time, that's what I did this week. I also wrote a letter, but I can't mail it because I'm working a lot this week, and the post office closes at stupid hours.
Yeah. I love that 9 to 5 mentality of most places, and it's like, that's the time everyone else works as well.
It'd be fine if I could just drop it in the mailbox, but I don't know how to calculate the postage.
Just staple $20 to it and call it good.
I'm sure that would do it, but I don't know if they'll take it.
Pop a stamp on it. Do you use stamps? You use stamps, surely.
I use stamps. It's just I'm sending it a long, long way.
You guys got a stamp collection?
Actually, I do.
You guys got Elvis stamps?
We have my grandfather's stamps. My grandfather owned a stamp business in like the 70s.
What?
He owned a stamp business.
He a stamp man.
We have boxes and boxes of old stamps that we need to find like some sort of stamp expert to go through to see if there's anything worth anything in there.
Man, like, all the stamp people in the world are like slowly dying out. I don't think there's a next generation that's carrying on stamp collecting.
Oh, there will be, I'm sure.
I'm sure someone will, but also mail is stupid anyways, and it was a broken system to begin with.
You know what's going to be the hottest collectible?
Yes.
Old spam.
Old spam? Why, are they getting rid of spam?
Like, you got to forward it along, and that's a hot commodity. You got to collect old spam.
That kind of spam, yeah.
I got some on my AOL account from
guys,
2002.
this is real, and if you pass it on to 5 people, your crush will kiss you. If you don't, you'll die.
I've got the original King of Nairobi trying to get money. This is not one of those imitators.
This is the actual.
The original.
I had one of them. Probably mentioned it on the show before, I don't know. But there was a guy who messaged me, and he was from Belgium. And he was like, hi, I have a client who recently died named Arnold Hand. So he said that, and he's like, so I want you to pose as his distant relative, and we will share the inheritance between us.
Oh, man, I got one of those letters, too.
See, that sounds highly illegal.
Yeah, he was like, don't worry.
It's not true. It's not going to come to fruition, but that is highly illegal.
I kind of wanted to follow along and just see how long it went. I did tell him that me and Arnold were actually gay lovers and not distant relatives, but he seemed to ignore that and was quite keen to continue with the plan, but, I stopped it. Stopped responding.
See, I mean, at least with some of these, it's like you could conceivably not know this person, but like it used to be called My Spanish Cousin, and it would just happen over the snail mail, and you'd have to be like, do I have any Spanish cousins? I didn't know I had family in Spain.
I love that it just says, your Spanish cousin has passed away. You know the one.
God damn it,
must be
I didn't
confusing
know.
if you're in Spain, but yeah.
This whole time, thought I was Italian, really Spanish. Frick.
Oh, well. Never mind.
As it turns out, if you trace it back, everyone's Spanish.
There you go.
Even people who are objectively never been to Spain, or even close to Spain. Uncontacted tribes in the Pacific Ocean have Spanish cousins.
I'm a Spanish man. What have you been doing, dude?
Working a lot. But we did manage to get my dog's genetic test for breeding done, because we just wanted to know. Turns out she's majority Doberman Pinscher.
Miniature Pinscher.
Oh, miniature Pinscher.
Oh, mini.
I was going to say, she's a little mini. Miniature Pinscher.
Yeah, thanks. I get it. I don't know dogs.
Yeah, I'm saying miniature Pinscher as if I knew what that was. I don't know.
My aunt had a miniature min pin.
They got pincers. They're like
Little mini
crabs,
penny.
you see.
Yeah.
Camia Shredder.
She's half
Shredder
dog,
of
half
juvenile
lobster.
Crabs.
There's also Shar-Pei and
Chow Chow.
Chow Chow, which are the big fluffy dogs and the wrinkle face stung by a bee dogs.
I was going to make a joke how about I think I ordered a dish of chow chow in a Chinese restaurant once, but then I realized it went too deep.
Yeah, no, that would have been partly a cousin of my dog.
Yeah, don't insult cousins of dogs. That's when I start fighting.
Hopefully not the Spanish cousin, but at least then we'd know what had happened to it if...
Your dog
true.
has a Spanish cousin, has just died and left behind a massive inheritance.
That's
which
great.
itself got from an old lady. It's sort of like a 90s movie trope.
Is this just aristocrats?
Guys, I'm the third.
It's
cousin-
exactly aristocrats.
I'm the third cousin twice removed of Queen Isabella. I'll have you know.
I don't know who Queen Isabel is.
Wow.
Sorry. Yeah. That's fair enough. Little Cammy. She's a good dog. Fair dog.
Yeah. There's also, I mean, there's been more stuff happening. I just can't think of it. So, that's my week.
Well, we're trying to keep it nice and tight anyway, so it's all good. It's all good. We're going to breeze through the news and everything. Oh, no, wait. I haven't done my week. I forgot. Sorry. What have
Your
I done?
week is nothing but old news.
It's nothing. Yeah,
It literally
old-
is, and you can't deny that.
Well, it is old news because I'm telling you it from past tense. I can't tell you what I'm gonna do. Well, I can tell you what I'm gonna do, but I can't tell you in detail what it's gonna be.
Exactly.
I can actually because I've agreed to a party, and now I'm regretting my decision. So we're having the annual Christmas party for all the office, and we've decided to do pre-drinks. Which the more that I hear about these pre-drinks, the more I'm regretting this decision to say yes. So it's a
Do the
few.
pre-drinks keep sounding more and more like drinks?
Yeah, and also, so pre-drinks, what you normally do, the role of pre-drinks is because you can buy beer from the store, you all meet up, and you have a few beers, and you're already on the way, or you are pissed before you even go out. Saves you a lot of money. But this time, like, our office parties are always a free bar. Like, it's always free of charge. So us doing pre-drinks is more expensive, because also they're providing transportation from the office to this place. So if we if we didn't do pre-drinks, we would have free transportation and free drinks, whereas now we're going to be paying for making our own way there. So we've got to hire like a minibus and whatever. And we're buying beer before we go, so we're just wasting money.
Just bring it up and say, hey guys, here's a really good list of reasons we shouldn't do pre-drinks.
Yeah. Well, the lad said it, and I was like, do you know what? I'll go for a few pre-drinks, you know. It's going to be a black tie event, you know, so we're all going to be suited up. We can chill before we go, and it'll be nice and cool. He has so everyone's in the same frame of mind as me. We'll finish work, get ready, and then we'll chill for an hour before we go. Oh no, this guy, this is just the things that he's revealed that he wants to do. He's been talking about getting a lot of absinthe. He's been talking about a lot of very strong spirits and doing like straight shots and having like, doing really hardcore drinking games that you wouldn't do for pre-drinks normally. So he's been talking about all that and getting all that shit done. So we're like, he's on another level of keenness to us all. He's then said, oh, I might greet you all at the door in a mankini. I'm like, we're okay for that.
He's not planning pre-drinks for a Christmas party. He's planning a bachelor party, and all of you are somehow involved.
You guys are just freaking British. That's what you guys do.
He's
you guys
also
are like, let's drink and.
He's on about hiring a security guard to the door because he thinks it'd be funny to turn one random person away.
That is funny.
Like, it's like, how do you even hire?
It's
like,
funny, but it's not worth the effort of pre-drinks.
He's like, I'm gonna get someone and hire. Yeah, I'm going to hire someone, and they're just going to say, oh, you're not on the list, sorry, and then turn someone away, and they actually aren't going to be able to come in. Which is really
a big friend to do it. Don't spend money.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I don't know what this dude's
problem is.
It's called committing to the bit.
Here is his, again, these are the things that he's admitted to wanting to arrange. Whether he does or not, I don't know, because he's, you know, I feel like he might be saying some of this, like, you know, just for dramatic effect, but he seems to be very keen on these last two bits. So the first one is he's adamant he wants to hire a roly-polygram. So have you ever heard of the phrase kissogram? A stripper that you hire to come home to. This is a pre-drinks before an office party.
Kissogram isn't necessarily a strippogram, but sure.
He wants a strippogram, sorry, not, yeah. I don't know, I'm getting through it. I'm not an expert on strippers, sadly, but he wants to hire a stripper. A roly-polygram, as you can imagine, is a very overweight, very large female stripper. And he wants to hire the biggest one he can find to come into the house because he thinks it'll be funny. But like,
man, you have an awesome friend
but
right here.
He also
have a terrible friend.
Not just
this guy's
that,
amazing. I love
he
it.
also wants to hire another woman, and her name is Bridget the Midget. And you can imagine what her special quirk is. So,
Man,
he feels
going hard.
He feels like the idea. He goes, oh, because it'll be dead good, because like we'll have this massive one, we'll have this dead little one. And I was like, well, they're not going to compete. They're not going to fight each other. Well, We could, like, make him do, like, challenges and stuff, like a social experiment.
This guy's
No!
amazing.
No!
This is the kind of guy I want to be friends with.
Manimal,
because
you would fold in 10 seconds if you were at this party. Don't you say a goddamn word.
Well, I like his mind. I like his mind more than his ideas.
I like the jokes, but he seems very serious on the last two. I don't think he's going to hire a security guard. I don't think he's going to hire a security guard, but he seems very committed to this thing. But like I say, we're going to be there for about an hour max before we head to the works office party. It's going to be a bunch of guys in suits sitting there as two, like, it's going to be so weird. And the best thing about it all is he mentioned yesterday he lives with his brother. His brother's lodging with him at the moment. His brother and his fiancée. His brother and his fiancée are going to be home.
That's even better.
So this whole thing is going to be happening. They're going to be home.
Clearly, they're down for this guy. I think it's great they're
I
supporting.
love this guy's mind. Like, I want to form a band with this guy.
The only, I'll ask him. I think he was learning to play guitar actually. So, I know you want a singer.
This is the kind of mind that I want in the Cancel a Band.
Yeah, I'll send you the recommendation.
This is just John Cleese's character from It's a Mad World remake, Rat Race. Where he's like the eccentric casino owner and all the really, really high rollers come for like weird human competition challenges of like which one of these hotel maids can hold on to the rails for the longest.
I'm like, yeah, this is because this is the only things that he's admitted to. So what he keeps is a surprise as anyone's guess. It's like, only pre-drinks.
It's suspenseful. You never know what you're going to get.
I just feel like it's going to end poorly. Like, there is going to be some bad stories, like, you know. Or at least you're going to have to turn up. We're going to be mentally scarred from anything that he whips out of his arse.
I want to give this man unlimited budget and just see the stories that come out.
Yeah, see what he does with this unlimited money.
I'll have to report back. That's on the 13th of December, so will that be in time for next week? No. Okay, it won't be. Never mind. In 2 episodes' time, I'm sure we'll hear the tale. So there you go.
I am waiting patiently.
Other than that, what else? I don't know. Doesn't matter. I'll say I can't think of anything else. That was just something I wanted to mention. So I'm regretting my decision there. So let's move on very quickly before we get on to the season preview to the news. I'm going to hit this.
It's time for the news. Going really quick.
Hey everyone, did you love Neo Yokio? I bet you did.
What's that, Jimmy
I
Neutron?
didn't actually.
Oh no, well, at least there'll be a Christmas special coming to Netflix on December the 7th. So strap in for that. It looks something. It looks like something according to the trailer. So, I'll probably give it a watch. Who knows? Also, the only thing, we just got to pour one out as well for poor old Tumblr, who are banning any not safe for work content from the 17th of December. Which means a lot of people are going to probably leave Tumblr.
Good news for Newgrounds, who is suddenly back and super relevant again.
Well, this is the thing I was thinking, because there's a lot of people who do they have niche interests, shall we say, on Tumblr.
Like armpits.
Where are they all going to go? Like, they're going to migrate somewhere, and where's it going to be? So, you know, it'll be interesting to see.
You guys come to my WordPress for special fiction.
I want to say it was stock for Verizon. You could see drop the moment that was announced, because I think they own Yahoo now. Yahoo bought Tumblr back in the day as oh shit, we need a social media platform. Just buy that one. What the fuck did we just buy?
So apparently, because I thought it was pornographic images, like actual porn, but it's even stuff like anything that's tagged as not safe for work. So, you know, bikini shots, that kind of thing, erotica, you know, fan fiction that's a bit steamy.
Are you an artist who so much as drawn one loose breast? You are now banned.
If you've drawn the cast of S. Gridman, then you're gone. You out of there. Get that shit off our platform. It's going on to DeviantArt. Manimal's favourite platform.
Medical reference textbooks, those are gone.
Yeah, but medical though, you can do some stuff with that.
Is that a female nipple? Get out of here, son.
I fear for the people who were thinking of Tumblr as their first reference for medical textbooks.
They're there. They're good. They're doctors.
How else will I know the anatomy of a kin? Of a giraffe kin?
You won't.
Well, anymore. Thanks to Tumblr.
Where does Fur Affinity keep their servers? I need to burn it.
Oh God, Fur Affinity. Yeah, that's a nice hellscape that exists. Do you ever just sit back on the internet for a bit and just go, wow, if the internet didn't exist, I couldn't have possibly known that these places are a lot around in these communities, but it's fascinating.
The weirdos find each other, and that's how they become communities. It used to be that they just kept that shit to themselves, but now I have to know what the word YIF means.
Yeah, it's something. I enjoy a good old YIF pile, though. Let it be known. I'm joking. I'm not a furry, guys. I'm not a furry.
Like, literally, like, what is better, furries or, like, armpit hair braiding?
Armpit what?
So, Steven Hillenburg died, and I think that's pretty sad because SpongeBob is the greatest cartoon of all time, and he was the mastermind behind it all. I think that he was a great creative mind, and he died too young, and it's very unfortunate. But we will always remember his great work because SpongeBob is literally the best cartoon in history. That's not even ironic or sarcastic, because it is. And the only show that has ever held up from Nickelodeon. So, rip.
Yeah,
I encourage everyone to get onto that petition to have Sweet Victory played at the Super Bowl.
Winner takes all.
Yeah,
it's
that
the
is
strength of one more. Yeah, well, no, like actually no, but for real though, he's a freaking brilliant mind, and great, just freaking cool guy. SpongeBob again, best cartoon of all time, and yeah. Gotta mention it.
You just remembered. No, thanks for reminding us. Thanks for mentioning it. You reminded me of another story real quick. Evangelion is coming to Netflix next year, so get ready for all the 20-year-old arguments to resurface again. It's going to be all good fun.
And everyone could have just watched the show, and everyone who's
no, because now it's on Netflix. A whole new audience will watch it and go.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll just be a bunch of losers who are like, look at the cool robots, and then like they get halfway in and they're like, what?
Speaking of losers and Netflix, they're just stepping up games more. Again.
They're running out of steps. Netflix have stepped up their game that much that there's not many more steps that they can go to. Like
they're finally dropping that long-threatened Cowboy Bebop live-action show.
Are they actually? Is that actually?
That's been announced. Yeah. Oh, that's going to be interesting.
Hey guys, welcome back to my news review channel, Live Action Cowboy Bebop. I haven't heard of this show before, but I think it might have something to do with the genre of hard bop or bebop jazz music in the future.
Hey guys.
Obviously some sort of Western.
It could be a fascinating look.
I think it's a bit cheap of Netflix to capitalize on the popularity of Red Dead Redemption, obviously doing some cowboy-themed stuff, and obviously Star Wars as well, so it's probably going to be a mix between the two.
Welcome to my review of Cowboy Bebop by Netflix, created by Netflix. This was a great movie that I found very inspiring about a man named Spike Spiegel, and it was good.
Very inspiring.
I'm just predicting the future here.
There you go. That's going to be something on YouTube in the next 12 months. But that's all I can be asked with the news. Let's get into what we are here for. The meat, the main course, the turkey dinner of this Thanksgiving sort of soiree. It's not Thanksgiving. I don't know. It's Winter Season Preview 2019. you guys know the drill by now. Here's what we're going to do. We've each picked some shows. We're going to talk about them. It's either something that we want to watch, something that we found interesting, something we want to make fun of, and then we'll mop up the rest of the season and obviously discuss them. There might be timestamps if I can be asked to put some in. Oh, no.
There might be, there might not be.
Might not be.
Freaking mystery. You guys know the answer. We don't know the answers.
Scroll down right now and you'll find out, you know? And if there are, just say, well done, Vacant.
Just use your eyes.
Yeah, you're a good boy. But you shouldn't be skipping anyway. Don't skip to what you want. Skip to, because that's the whole point of the season preview. We're previewing it and telling you how these shows are going to be, so you don't have to, like, mess around and
literally,
miss
I
out.
know how these shows are. You don't know. You gotta listen to me.
Know.
There is no better credible source than a man who doesn't give a shit about anime anymore, except for shows that he's already seen.
Yeah, so maybe don't listen to Manimal, because I can predict every Manimal preview, which is going to be, I don't know. I don't give a shit. I'm not going to watch it. Okay.
At least read the descriptions.
Yes, please, Manimal. We've got your undivided attention.
I'm playing as Knuckles.
He's going to prop you up and get
Liar! You were playing as the armadillo 20 minutes ago.
This is Encore mode, so I'm playing as literally both Knuckles and the armadillo. I just press triangle to switch between them.
Sounds like a cheat thing.
Yes, it does.
Cheat
yeah.
over there.
Winter season preview. You guys clicked on this episode because you expected winter season preview. You weren't expecting all this other talk, but now you're gonna get what you want. And I'm gonna I'll give it to you. If you don't like it, then I don't like you.
Well, let's start then. So, Manimal, I guess, fuck it. We started with your week, so let's start with you. What is your first show?
So I looked at this list, and it's probably the worst list I've ever seen in any single seasonal preview episode thing we've ever done. Like, I was literally like, this is Desolation Row. However, we do have Data Live 3, which I never thought would happen, actually. So that's kind of interesting. I didn't watch the Judgment movie, but in, what was it, 2013 or 14? No, 2014 that Data Live 2 came out. I think that's when it came out. And I didn't think they'd actually get to season 3. It's JC staff, so the animation won't suck, maybe, this time. Definitely a better studio to be doing the series because what was it, Production IMS, when they did season 2, it was shit. Like, it was really bad animation. Hopefully we get another good Sweet Arm song as the opening, because that's really all you want at Data Live. Both the 2 seasons had great opening songs. And Data Live is the kind of thing where the character designs are better than literally all of the series, like Kurumi and Toka and stuff like that, have probably some of the better designs I've seen in these kind of shows. But the series pretty much ruined all its potential in the first season. If it was just like a straightforward romance fantasy show, it could have been pretty good, but then they had to be a harem and have all this other stupid shit in it. But season 3, yeah, I'll actually probably watch it just because Data Live is one of those things that I'm like, I don't know how to describe it. I don't hate it. I don't love it, but I'll watch it. So there we go.
Hey,
sorry, I took a huge bite of pizza. Is it an idol show, Data Live, or am I getting confused with something?
It's about like superpowered girls, and they come to Earth, and the guy has to like kiss them and shit. What was Funimation's slogan? It was like "Kiss the girls, save the world." I don't remember why he has to kiss the girls.
I do remember that. Kiss the girls, save the world. I think of Heroes, save the cheerleader, save the world.
That is Heroes. Save the cheerleader, save the world, but could have said both.
Yeah, no. What was it? Why do you have to kiss the girls? I don't remember. But the Toka arc was actually great, and Kurumi was a great character as well. She's like the yandere character who has you guys know her because she has the clock eye. You know? That yellow clock eye.
I don't know that. Sorry.
I think I've seen fan art of that on Twitter and stuff.
Yeah.
Sounds familiar.
But, yeah, they have great character designs in Data Live, so it'll be somewhat interesting to see what they do in the third season. So, I didn't expect to see this. It was actually quite a surprise. So, we'll see what happens.
Fair play.
Man, if I watched Data Live 3 and not Full Metal Panic 4, then, like, what kind of world do we live in? I won't watch the sequel to my second favorite show of all time, but I'll be like, Data Live 3, yeah, it won't be good, but I might as well watch it.
Full Metal Panic's all done now, so you can just binge it. That's what you were waiting for, weren't
Yeah,
you?
but I'm not. Because I don't feel like it.
Well, there you go then.
But I'll probably be an idiot and watch Data Live 3 anyway, so this is just the kind of world that we live in.
Well, you might enjoy it, so you never know.
Phil Collins predicted me. He was like, what was that song he made, This Is the World We Live In, or whatever? He knew. He did that song with the Bone
He was
Thugs.
thinking about a Canadian boy who was going to...
That song that he did with, like, the Bone Thugs? Is that their name? That has Crazy Bone, who did that song with Ice Cube?
Bone Thugs and Harmony?
Bone Thugs and Harmony?
Yeah, and then they did a song with Phil Collins.
I must have slept on that one.
Yeah, it's a great track. Phil Collins, he would love Data Live. Watch it. He would, you guys don't know much about Phil Collins. I know that he's a big fan of Data Live, so we'll see what happens.
Ah.
Always a big fan of Shoujo, I always heard about Phil Collins.
Yeah, Phil Collins, big fan of Jungles.
I mean, he did the soundtrack for Tarzan, but he was really hoping that was going to be more of a shoujo show.
Can we stop? I don't want to talk about Phil Collins anymore.
Okay.
Okay. We all don't.
That's Data Live 3. They're making it, and I'm surprised. And JC Staff's making it, so that's all right.
There you go. JC Staff, got to get that money. One of the half a dozen shows they do every season.
Yes.
Coryn, what have you got then? What's your first pick?
Well, let's just get it out of the way. Mob Psycho 100 is getting a second season.
Yay.
Mob Psycho 200.
It's going to be bomb. It's still called Mob Psycho 100 2, Roman numeral.
I am annoyed
They had
that
the
it isn't
chance
called.
to call a series Mob Psycho 200, and they didn't
But
take
the whole point is he goes up to 100%, you see.
Sir,
You haven't seen the last episode of season 2 when he breaks
Are you
through.
talking about
No.
season 2 where he hits 102%?
I think he hits like infinity percent in season 1. It's not the point.
here's the thing. Vacant's talking about his buddy there that's going to do all this shit. That's the kind of guy who I want in my band. The kind of person who'd call a show Mob Psycho 100 season 2, not in my band. Fired on day
I
one.
think it's just called Mob Psycho 100 2.
Yeah,
Roman
unless it's called
numerals.
Mob Psycho 200, just get out.
I don't know, man. Take
so
it
they
up
totally
with
missed
one.
Mob Psycho 101.
You just call it something more creative, and then you could be in my band.
Missed 99 seasons to get here.
I guess so.
Shut it.
Yeah.
So yeah, Mob Psycho 100, really good show. It looks amazing. I'm sure they'll have a little bit more budget this time around. Not that they didn't have a budget the first time, but like, Mob Psycho did well, so Bones knows what they're doing.
The trailer makes it look, the artwork looks a lot more polished than the first season, definitely.
And also, as one improves drawing, the artwork's going to get smoother anyways, so it's only a natural reaction. But I am very much looking forward to it.
Flashback to when Mob Psycho came out, and everyone was like, "Man, this show's an acid trip."
It kind of is. It has crazy visuals when they're doing the psychic stuff, man. It really does. It's real mundane otherwise, but then it's just like, whoa.
Yeah.
It flicks the switch. I hope it's got as good an opening as well. I always dug that one. The 1, 2, and they're just counting up to 100. Big deal, aren't the anime openings for me? Makes or breaks a show. That's what I'm a simple man of simple taste.
Ass opening. I can only hope this second opening is going to be as good as the first.
If you guys don't have the Peggies doing your opening song, then just go away.
Get out of the house.
Yeah.
Get out, shut the front door. I mean, my own thing is, I wonder if... I know some shows will reuse the same intro from season to season. I don't know if they'll do that here.
They won't, because they need to sell another CD single.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Yes.
it's uncommon if they've taken the extended break.
They gotta get a band out there to release another single.
Sometimes I like it when they do that, though. It feels like you're committing to it.
Yeah. Oh,
They
yeah,
got
I
CDs
hate
to
when
sell.
they change a great opening, but, I get why.
I mean, it's probably going to be like, every time a new JoJo season comes out, I think, man, I don't really like this new opening. And then by the end of it, I'm like freaking out every time it comes on.
Man,
Yeah.
nothing's as good as that one opening though. The sono da 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 da.
You're what?
Yeah. So, anyways, Mob Psycho 200.
Mob Psycho 200 is going to be good. I'm glad it's got a release.
This
This is
time
coming
they
out?
count from 100 to 102, and
Huh.
it's a much shorter intro.
100. 101. 102. Okay, get on with the show. No, I'm glad it's coming back. I've still got a couple of episodes of season 1 to polish off. It's on that giant pile of mostly finished shows that I need to get back to. So, maybe we can binge it. It'll be a good idea. Just get it all out there and done, and then I'm ready.
It's
I
an
want to give it a go.
easy show to binge.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I was like, this
Man.
one's actually doable.
Flashback to the time I got pizza and watched Mob Psycho, and then didn't finish watching it.
The pizza or Mob Psycho?
I finished that pizza.
Oh.
Yeah, I finished
Yeah,
that. I finished the hell out of that pizza.
But the
Yeah,
box is still in his room, just rotting.
Oh.
He's
Man, I
growing
got
his
like-
own mushrooms.
I got like some kind of
Ugh.
like custom made pizza. I distinctly remember watching Mob Psycho and eating this very distinct pizza from Pizza Pizza.
That's good to know. I'm relieved to hear that you enjoyed your experience watching Mob Psycho 100.
No, it was it was a Pizza experience that happened to contain Mob Psycho.
Okay. Fair enough. I misspoke. Yeah, this is coming out, and in the same year, One Punch Man Season 2, although,
I thought that was supposed to be this year.
no, it's this, next year.
Yeah, they keep
One
changing
Punch
their mind on when they're gonna put it out.
Yeah, I could have sworn that was coming out this season, but
Exactly.
I suppose not.
If I'm going off the top of my head, but I'm sure it's either spring or summer that they said for 20, because they did, it was supposed to be coming out in 2018, I'm sure, at the beginning of the year, and then they postponed it.
Yeah, I'd like to think they're just really polishing it off.
I hope so, because it's not Madhouse who were doing it. Or was it Mappa who did it originally? It was Madhouse, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, it's JC Staff that's doing it, which I was a bit...
Why is JC Staff doing it?
I honestly don't know. I actually didn't look into the reasons why it changed studio. Production costs, maybe?
Man, One Punch Man 2, gonna suck.
I don't know. It could... I mean, it's still good source material, so, you've got that. You are basing it off something good. You can't go far wrong.
No, I don't know. I'm just being a goof.
It's going to be the same director and the same scriptwriter who are working on it anyway, so, at least if it's got the same director. I've got faith.
Rattle my bones
I
across
was
the
going to
stones.
say. Fair enough.
Rattling them bones.
Okay then. So, yeah, Mob Psycho 2, Mob Psycho 102, we'll be watching it and we're excited for it. So, I'm going to throw out another season 2, and this is another one that's got a stupid title. It's Kakagori XX, or Double X, or X Squared.
X.
Yeah, that's not a great title.
Kakagori
Better
XX.
Two X's.
Yeah.
I need three
Kakagori with
X's.
2 X's. It should have been 3 X's.
Kakagori season, technically 100, but,
It's Kakagori 20, if we're going with the Roman numerals for as Mob Psycho 2 had. So, yeah, Kakagori, I watched it last year or the year before? I think it was 2017, wasn't it, last year?
Yeah, I think it was. It's been a little while.
Yeah, it was 2017 I watched it. Still technically last year. I watched it, and it was okay. It was a bit over the top, and the gambling drama. I don't really know where it's just going to be more of the same. There's not really like an escalation that I can think of that it's going to go, other than she's just going to continue to accrue money and continue to take on the school and all that kind of thing.
Why can't they just make the anime version of Viva Las Vegas already?
I mean, it was pretty episodic. It followed the same formula where it was like 12 episodes long, and it was 2 episodes would be dedicated. It would set up and establish the bad guy of that little mini arc, and then they'd start the game and there'd be the showdown, and then boom, there's the resolution in the next episode, and a preview of the next person. So it was like, she moved on beat the underling. Then she went into the next step of the chain of the gang of the student council. So it was cool. She worked her way up and fought everyone in different games. So it was interesting. It was fun to watch. And the facial expressions was kind of weird. And some of the stories, like there was the one who was like fingering herself because she's so turned on by gambling and the thought of losing her own life. She like gambled away her life. Like some were weird.
She's so fucking horny for gambling.
She's like, when you risk your life, it gets me so wet. That might have been natural.
All those hopes down the drain.
The other one just gambled like money, then the other one gambled like fingertips. Like if you lost to her, she'd like pull your fingertips off, which sounds hurt. Fingernails, sorry, not fingertips.
Pull your fingertips off.
Not fingertips.
Nails are different, yeah.
Yeah.
Nails grow back at least.
I got to take your fingertips off. I'm going to
ripped
remove your fingertips.
That would hurt, like having your fingertip ripped off. So and then it went to, we're playing Russian roulette with a gun. Like that was the next escalation of it, I think. So it's like, okay, that's fair enough. And then there was some idol. I can't remember. It's been a while since I watched it, but yeah, I'm going to watch it. It's the same studio who are doing it. I'm guessing it's probably the same director and same staff that are going to work on it as well. Don't know the source material, so I don't know what happens in the season or if there's room for it to grow beyond the season 2, but I'll give it a go and see what happens. Anyone else interested in jumping in the Kakegurui bandwagon or?
No.
I only hope it has as good of intro as the first season did. I think it was Kakegurui, right? Deal with the Devil, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Deal with the Devil is amazing. I didn't even know it was from that show. It showed up on my Spotify, and then like 2 months later, I'm like, oh shit, it's from that gambling anime Vacant watched.
Yeah, it was weird because it was the summer season of 2017 because it was like 4 jazz tracks, maybe not 4, but there was that one, there was Princess Principal, and they were like all these jazzy sort of like openings. So
Chrono Thrillers has a jazzy.
That's the one
that summer too.
Yeah, that's it. And I was like, I know there was more. It was the summer of jazz.
It had a jazzy outro
good.
too. I think maybe it was a jazzy outro. Those are good songs. Neil looked this up.
They were all great. They were all good. Hopefully it's got a good opening as well. It might stick with that, I don't know. Probably not, because it's got a new cast, so it'll want to update it. But yeah, that's Kakegurui XX, or X space X. So, we're back to you then, Manimal. Unless now you want to chuck any in?
Does anyone have Wuz on their list?
We don't.
Alright, so W hyphen apostrophe Z or Wuz is a new show from the makers of Handshakers, and that's all I'm gonna fucking say about it. Next one.
Yes! Studio Gohans! Oh my god, I haven't watched the intro to it, and I should have. It feels so bad. Because I looked at it, and I was like, that name rings a bell. Gohans rings a bell.
It rings my great bell that only Bing can ring.
So it's called Wuz?
It's called Wuz. You've got a hint of some kind of.
I'm sorry.
vowel
I'm looking at
between
the description
W
and
Z. That's wrong.
Wuz.
Wuz.
It's an upcoming anime television series, animated by Gohans. The series stars Katsumi Fukuhara in the lead role. And will also okay, yeah. So even there's still nothing about what it is.
Yukiya is about 14 years old. He spends his time DJing alone. Due to his father's influence, he's listened to house music since he was young.
House music
and
is the Daft Punk anime?
Videos online. He wants to convey something to someone. He wants to be recognized and become important. But getting hurt is scary. One day, while trying to get more views, he does something that can't be undone, and he sees a live broadcast from that world. Yukiya believes he can't do anything alone, but that he could accomplish something if he were doing it together with someone else.
I'm a big fan of this idea, and I think anyone who is a part of Handshakers, if they keep making stuff, we need to keep watching it. It's a cultural experience. It's very rich. It's enriching. It's very important, and should be watched by all.
It's a
I just want to point out that
isekai
everyone in the
show.
poster is a dude. So this DJ listens to house music. It does say, in quotes, probably 14 years old, which means Cernicus.
He is, I'm watching the PV right now, and it looks like Handshakers. Oh no, that wasn't. Okay, it might have been ice. It looked like, those little chains from the first episode were back.
How did,
I would just like to say thank you to Go Hands Entertainment for delivering to us our savior.
Man. How did Gohans go from making Setekai Yakuindamo one of the greatest school slice of life of all time to Handshakers, one of the greatest pieces of art of all time, to now Wiz? Like, what a great studio. I love them.
Not Wiz. Was.
Sorry.
Was.
But, well, no, actually, Setekai Yakuindamo was great. I don't want to diss its amazing name in the presence of greater masterpieces or anything.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, that one. I think we might have to check it out if we can. I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt because that trailer I watched didn't look as bad in terms of animation. It was very janky, but it was a 50 frames per second one, so that might have contributed to why it was a bit, weird in terms of the motion. But then we all know that's probably not true.
Yeah, it might have contributed indeed. Speaking of my next contribution to this list, Bang Dream Season 2. So Bang Dream was a perfectly mediocre, not great by any means, and very stereotypical and substandard idol show where they play musical instruments. So,
you watched it, didn't you?
Yes, because it was basically Love Live plus K-On! Minus the soul of both series. So, they do the Love Live thing, they do the K-On! Thing, but without any heart, soul, and actual work into making good characters, except for that Otai girl who was pretty freaking great. I love that character. But for some reason, I liked Bang Dream, and I watched it all, even though it wasn't great. There was just something about it that I was like, this show kinda is not good, but I watched it because they played music and stuff. So they're making another season. Maybe this will be the breakout hit. Love Live Season 2, better than Season 1. It has Snow Halation. It had, what else did Season 2 have in it? It was better than Season 1. And, I might watch this just because I watched the first series. I probably won't keep up with it because, again, Bang Dream is by no means a good show, but it's by no means a terrible show. It's in a purgatory of just like doll idol series that happens to have a couple good characters in it, and the animation is terrible.
Yeah, it was like some weird joint project, wasn't it? Like they did like there was an actual band.
Yeah, they have the real band who are getting better at playing their instruments as well. So you kind of watch their progression as they play and make perfectly mediocre music. They did some cover songs. They covered Mika Nakashima's Glamorous Sky, which was not terrible. And, Bang Dream is inherently an interesting multimedia project. It just is very mediocre.
Yeah, when you break it down and you're watching one arm of it as entertainment, it's not, something that you would watch.
Because it's the perfect combination of Love Live and K-On! Without heart and soul. So it's quite interesting in that regard. But, I might watch it anyway, just for the sake of it.
You can give an episode a try, see if it sparks anything.
I might watch it. I might not watch it. You guys are just going to have to find out.
Keep us in suspense till next year. Give you something to look forward to in 2019.
Yeah. In 2019, what are you guys looking forward to? The next Avengers? The next freaking Halo? No one's looking forward to that.
There's going to be one of those Kingdom Hearts games coming out.
Yeah, you ain't looking
Finally.
forward to that.
So
The
they
only thing-
say.
The only thing that's important to you is Cantilla's 17th album, maybe called Cantilla's Chaotix.
It's going to be
And-
called Band Remade.
Oh, I
Band
thought you said it was your 17th album, which would
My
be a
seven-
great name for an album.
I'm a big fan of Psyche from Bandmaid's Teeth. She has very cute snaggle teeth. Anyways, yeah. You guys wait in suspense to see if I watch Bang Dream Season 2.
Will do. I'm going to give it a miss, I'm just going to say. But, you know, it could be good. Hopefully it is just for you, Manimal. Coryn...
It won't be good.
Oh, it won't be. Mark my words.
It's at the end of the day, it's Bang Dream, but
Coryn, what are you
Yes.
doing? Not doing. What are you watching?
I will be watching Ueno-san wa Bikio, which translates as How Clumsy You Are, Miss Ueno. Une-san, who is in her third year of junior high school, is in love with the concept of falling in love. She makes use of her inventions and tries to show it off to Tanaka, her science club Kohai. So basically, she is trying to seduce her classmate through science. It's
That's
I'm pretty
why
sure
you picked this show.
maybe it has a really interesting art style. She has like big crazy eyes, which I love weird eyes in anime. And it looks like it's probably based off like a 4-koma, but it looks stupid and funny.
Yeah.
So it should be a good time. I don't expect anything like in depth about it. I just expect to have a laugh.
Yeah, it'll fill that void of a what was it? Oh shit, what was it called?
Skullface bookseller Honda-san.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm adding a 4-koma to all of my selections recently, and it's worked out pretty well so far.
It is always good. I'm trying to think of the one that was in
yeah,
the summer.
it's a right good palate cleanser to have on the list there when you watch the serious shows.
Oh, and the summer was Chio School Road.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's
I think
but, you know,
the
it's like,
PVs give me a similar vibe. I honestly haven't seen it yet, but I mean, middle schooler trying to seduce her classmate with science does sound comedically put together.
yeah.
It's a right smashing psychedelic series for your winter season.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be funny. Like I say, it's always good to have a stupid dumb comedy.
There's simply nothing I want more after a hard day of work than a nice laugh and a glass of gin.
I mean, you say it like it's a weird thing to say, but really, comedy and gin isn't a bad combination.
There we go.
Quite
Slime
so.
Animal needs Black Ops. Anything to add to that? Nah.
Nah.
Fair enough. Okay.
He ain't a scientist. He's simply science pissed because he hates science.
What?
We didn't
Yeah.
come from monkey.
We've had his attention for this long. This is when he
You
starts to crack.
weren't born from no monkey. Don't you guys know about bananas?
Right,
I do know about bananas. They're delicious.
My next one is Yakusoku no Neverland. It is by Studio Clockworks, and it is as follows. At Gracefield House, life couldn't be better for the orphans. No, they have no parents. Together with the other kids and a kind of mama, in quotations. Mama. She a mama. You know, don't mess with my kids, or I'll get my mama. Who cares for them? They form one big happy family. No child is ever overlooked, especially since they are all adopted by the age of 12. Their daily lives involve rigorous tests, but afterwards they're allowed to play outside. There is only one rule they must obey: do not leave the orphanage. But one day, two top-scoring orphans, Emma and Norman, venture past the gates and unearth the horrifying reality behind their entire existence. They are all livestock, and their orphanage is a farm to cultivate food for a mysterious race of demons. With only a few months left to pull off an escape plan, the children must somehow change their predetermined fate. Okay, now, I didn't read that. I just watched all the PVs for it, so I actually didn't know what I knew that they wanted to escape the orphanage, didn't know that they were actually going to be eaten, so that's interesting now after watching the PVs.
I just feel like there's easier ways to get humans for food.
Yeah,
Than
this
like
is...
an elaborate orphanage system. Just like raise them like cattle. They wouldn't know any better. But now you're giving them like chances to develop emotions and shit. That's not how you want to do it.
Maybe they
No,
taste
man, you
better.
put them in a
I
giant
don't know.
cage and you just let them grow until they're big enough.
But then we have, like, you know...
Also, we're terrible for food. We
Organic.
take so long to grow. So fucking long to grow.
We
It
have
doesn't make any
organic
sense.
chickens that run around and have a good life. We kill
Yeah,
'em.
you can like grow like 15 crops of chickens in a year. You don't want to wait 25 years for a human to be fully developed.
Yeah, but what about the Django clones that developed at a faster pace?
Well, they're
not
developing at a faster
Django
pace.
clones.
They're clearly just children.
It's
Even
it
at the
should be
Django clones,
interesting.
it still takes like 10 years to make a full one.
Yeah, but they're
I don't
little
know.
kids.
Maybe these demons only children. I don't know. We'll find out when we watch it. I am definitely going to check it out. Animation looks quite high quality. The manga has had some critical acclaim, or at least people talking about it. So, you know, it could be good. That's the famous line. I've got some hope for this one. It's quite an interesting premise, you know. I like if they play that quite nicely, you know, oh shit, we're cattle. And if it's quite dark and grim and, you know, little children, little prisoners of war, it'll be a good little escape plan and all that shiz. It's going to be good. I have faith. I've got more faith now than ever. So, looking forward to this one. Anyone else going to check it out or nah?
I am not going to check it out.
I meant to say
Anyone
or nah.
or ne'er, implying he is
Yeah,
not
I
anyone.
meant to say or nah, but I said nah. I realised that nah's here.
Well, as long as you asked me, I am not going
You were
to check
included
it
in
out.
that. Fair enough.
No, I don't think I'm going to check it out.
Oh no, A1 Pictures is one of the producers. Okay.
Man,
I knew it.
we ain't nothing but livestock being fed to demons
Oh,
every day.
no.
So wait,
Oh.
children being raised for a strange purpose that they don't fully understand.
Oh no!
A1
Do you know
Pictures.
who else was Cloverwork? Also did Darling in the Franxx.
Ah,
The
it's
Frank.
fucked. It's fucked out of the gate.
But they also did the Bunny Girl Rascal thing. They did Persona 5, the animation. I mean, it's part of A1 Pictures that have done a lot. It's like an offshoot, as far as I'm aware. Yeah, no, I think it'll be good. I'm gonna state my flag. I did this 2 years ago with Handshakers and said Handshakers will be a damn fine anime. I'm gonna say the same for this one. This is getting the Vacant
Cursed.
seal.
Absolutely cursed.
Yeah, but you were right about handshakers, though.
That's true. Couldn't have been more right about Handshakers, so everyone was sure left with a bit of egg on their faces, weren't they, when I decided that was going to be the great one?
Well, one of us was.
Back in the day, they used to say, you know, the Mona Lisa was a piece of shit, and now look at it.
Yeah, all you fucking dickheads in the past talking shit about Lisa. Knock you out. Knock us out, Manimal, with your next pick, by the way. Oh, no, nah. Is there any that you wanted to throw out?
I'm looking at everything here, and I got a few set aside, but mostly just flying babies.
Yeah.
The name
I
of this
know
show
what
is
that one's about.
Flying Babies. It's about girls who want to do hula, but the name of the show is Flying Babies.
That did
Yeah,
catch
that
my
really
eye.
says it all, doesn't it? Flying babies.
I was like, so what's this going to be? Struggle of a group of young girls who aim to become hula girls. They want to be flying. Hula hooping doesn't have anything to do with flying. Gonna call
Not
them
generally.
Hula babies.
Yeah, maybe if you're a square.
You can't have. You couldn't be a square in hula hoop. You
Keep
require
thinking
some
like that, and you
curves.
ain't gonna be in my band.
Okay, please don't kick me out the band. I'll do good. Tell us what your next pick is, then, Manimal.
Yeah, at this point, I don't give a shit about any of the other shows because they all look lame and like nothing I'd ever watch. But I might as well mention because this season's absolutely horrific. Like I've never seen a season that's been so desolate and so void of anything that interests me whatsoever. Like it's really quite a achievement that we've reached this point. But Circlet Princess is there's like some VR and there's some girls.
VR and AR have changed the world.
Presumably,
Now there's esport.
They go into a VR world to compete in ability performances.
So this could be esports Kaijo, you know?
No, it won't, because Kaijo is a masterpiece, and this show will not be a masterpiece, because Kaijo is once in a lifetime. There'll never be a show that good again.
Kind of. Did high schools decide how much tax dollars they got between booty competitions? Because that seems to be the thing. The esport that decides the wealth of the schools.
Yes, Kaijo will, it's a masterpiece. Circle of Princess, I don't even care, but I just mentioned it because I had to.
Kind of just looks like, like the sort of theme of Backer and Test.
I mean, it is Backer and Test, but also looking at the costumes, it's absolute territory, the show.
Man, this is shit like Anjay Verjay or whatever that was from 2016, except it probably won't... Well, actually, that show had nothing going for it except for the vampire girl, never mind.
I mean, this has got some booty, that's about it. But to be honest, most anime shows do nowadays.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's not Urza Scarlet as maybe the main character. I don't know. It looks like a sort of fan servicey, Kaijo-y kind of show. Maybe
it doesn't look like Kaijo. Stop
not with the
putting
charm
the name of Kaijo in the mud.
It's definitely a fan servicey battle show.
Don't you?
But if
put
you want
the name
that,
Kaijo
Tosin has an OVA this season, so you might as well watch that instead, I guess.
Yeah.
I will not stand by when people drag the name of my blessed worship in the mud.
Yeah, we understand. You've got a special attachment to
he's
your
a
copies are wrecked
Kaijoist
right now for Kaijo. I mean, admittedly, never thought before Kaijo existed that we would hear the sentence "but vacuum."
I still think back and
hypnosis.
No, I'm for real. Kaijo is like for real. Like there will never be a show like that again. It's basically like the punk rock of all anime shows, and I still think back fondly. I love Kaijo. Guys, you guys don't know how much of a...
Those that define the genres, like, you know, you've got your Cowboy Bebops, your Akiras, all that kind of Dragon Ball Z.
I'm going to be honest with you. I like Kaijo more than I like Akira and Cowboy Bebop because I don't care about either of those shows.
But that's... Yeah, we've already
that's
considered
that's
how
your
you
personal
decide
taste.
to care about a show.
Only my opinion matters.
Oh, for God's sake.
That's
No,
true.
let's not go into this again.
Let's move on to my
Do
opinion.
I care about some cowboy show that people care about? No, I care about Kaijo.
No, Cowboy. Right, let's not have this conversation. This will be done another time. Coryn, what have you got next?
Switching gears to something a little darker, it is... I don't know, it doesn't sound like it, but Boogie Pop wa Warawawani. Warawanai.
Yeah.
So, this show looks weird. I guess it's based off a light novel. There's an urban legend that tells of a Shinigami that can release people from the pain they are suffering. So, fun. This angel of death has a name, Boogie Pop. Once toured with Ziggy Pop. And the legends are true. Boogie Pop is real. When a rash of disappearances involving female students break out at Shinyo Academy, the police and faculty assume that they have a bunch of runaways on their hands. Of course they don't. It's not the 1970s anymore. Yet some students know better. Something mysterious is foul afoot. Is it Boogie Pop or something even more sinister? So if you watch the PV, basically there's a lot of like supernatural battles happening. It looks fun. It looks well animated. It looks a little gory. So could be good, could be bad.
And is Boogie Pop like some ancient manga from like the 90s?
It's a series of novels from, they are from the late 90s. The novels are about 20 years old now. I think it was 9.
I remember when
little...
Digi was doing a video about like that's published in the Westworld shit. He mentioned Boogie Pop, so that's the only reason why I know the name.
It is a long running series. I think it's still in publication.
Boogie Pop Phantom sticks out.
Yeah. This is like a sort of
they already had an anime, and this is before that. But the studio, it's by Madhouse, so it should be pretty well done.
Yeah. This is one that I had on my list as well. Definitely going to check this one out without fail because I was really interested by the premise. It's Madhouse. I like Madhouse for the most part. The animation, I know it's PV, so obviously take it with a pinch of salt, but I really like just the art style and the direction of the art.
Man, it's a PV, so you take
nice
it with a pinch of vault.
There you go. You do take it with a pinch of salt. Also the director as well, Shingo Natsumi. He did One Punch Man and Space Dandy as well, so I kind of like those shows.
Slice.
It's got a lot going for it, is what we're saying.
Man, frickin' rip Space Dandy.
Yeah.
Extreme.
It's got the pedigree. It looks cool, so I have got high hope. This is one that I expect to be, like one of the most talked about shows for this next season. It won't be. Watch it be like fucking, I don't know, whatever that fucking
Nobody's
harem show is.
But like
Domestic
also,
Kanjo or whatever.
the translation is Boogie Pop never laughs.
Yeah.
It's so weird sounding on the surface of it, but it seems
But then
super
on the
dark
English
and gory.
PV, it says Boogie Pop and others, so I don't know. Maybe they just got Boogeyman and misinterpreted it. Said, fuck it, Boogeyman doesn't
I don't
sound
know,
good.
man.
Just go
I didn't
Boogie,
watch it in English. I don't know.
Boogie Popper. That's what he should have been called. Yeah, I'm definitely
I
watching
think
this
it's
one,
a girl. I think Boogie Pop's a girl.
though. Boogie Pop.
Because Boogie Pop is voiced by Yuki Aoi.
Could be a guy.
It's
You never
definitely
know.
a girl.
Goku was voiced by a girl.
Yeah, but I feel like it's a lot of
young
girl
boy.
characters.
Oh my god, so she is the same voice actor as Yoshiko from Aho Girl.
She's
Man,
the same
that's
voice
not the
actor
real
as Frog
Yoshiko.
Girl in Boku no Hero.
Don't you
I'd watch
mention
that.
Yoshiko without mentioning my Yoshiko.
I'm talking about the good Yoshiko.
Yeah, so am I. You're talking about some stupid shit.
I'll say she has a
Are you
complete
saying
history
Aho
of-
Girl is stupid?
Not as good as the real Yoshiko.
I mean,
Yoshiko's
Aho
stupid.
Girl is objectively stupid. Let's not mistake that.
I mean, like literally, I guess.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
I found it. I found out the most important role this actress ever had. She was Papaco.
She was Popco?
I'm Papaco.
Hey. I only watched it with the guy voices now. Same with, I know she's Frog Girl, but I only
you
watch,
were wrong, though.
I only watch, oh, she was in Persona 4.
Oh, she's also born Gridman.
Man, she's done a lot. Yeah, she's obviously quite, I don't know, say who's very well.
She's got a lot of...
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Nah, this looks like something that you could get into as well. Not to be presumptuous.
Really?
No? Okay, fair enough.
Not. If you guys talk it up enough, I might give it a shot. But honestly, That's the best
Chokes on
I
my
got,
water.
man. I'm sorry.
Fair enough. No, it's okay. It's alright. I'm hoping it's big on the mystery kind of thing. I will admit, personal bias, when I saw the girl in the, do you know at the end of the PV there's the image of the girl who's sort of tied up in the telephone wires?
And she's
Yeah.
missing some parts of her body that are kind of critical. Yes.
Yeah. It reminded me of the Persona 4 opening, and like when Persona 4 and people find people in antennas and aerials.
Yeah.
So I like that vibe. But it's going to be good. Hopefully. So I've got 2 shows that I've got high hopes for this season. Woo! But I'll tell you another one. Which is... What's my next one? Where's it gone? I've lost my list now. No, I haven't. Ignore me. I've got Revision, or Revisions, as my next one. This is a original work. It's action, sci-fi, and mecha, coming to us from Shirogumi Studio. This is a prophecy for you, where 5 people will meet huge adversaries, and only you can protect everyone. Daisuke Taojima is a second-year high school student who was abducted when he was young. Okay, fair enough. That's taken a dark turn. He was involved in a special phenomenon, Shibuya Drift, with his childhood friends, some dickheads. They were transferred to the center of Shibuya over 300 years into the future. What's waiting for them is endless wilderness and forests, interspersed ruins, future civilizations, and revisions, which are huge mechanical monsters. Trampled by the monsters without understanding the situation, a girl... Oh my god, this goes on forever and ever. Basically, he gets a mobile suit called a string puppet and is told to save Shibuya, and they want to get home.
Yeah, I started reading the synopsis of this show and got lost about halfway through and decided to call it quits.
A little bit.
Yeah. So it's kind of a sort of like an isekai one, I guess. It's just that they went to the future instead of a fantasy world. But it's a different time and different world, so it's okay. Yeah, it's one of them that you put on. Admittedly, this wouldn't have made the list if other shows hadn't been taken, but it's one that I'm willing to give a try, because you never know. Maybe it would have some charm to it. I don't really know the studio. I'm not too familiar with anything that they've done before. PV doesn't really give much away, to be honest, in terms of any indication of the quality of it. Them fighting to get back to the past. Him being in a little mecha. I don't think you see any of the revisions, these monsters, these mechanical monsters, so I'd like to see some mecha kaiju versus some mecha suits. We'll see how that goes. I just want some dumb robot fighting. We'll find out. So it could be good. It's just a wild guess. Like I say, it's one just to throw on there and just hit and hope, as they say. Give it a couple episodes. It might grab me. It may not, but at least I'll give it a try. So Manimal, I'm pretty sure no one's going to watch this one. So Manimal, what's your next one?
Well, you guys, what price? Can you put a price on Peace? Dave Mustaine asked that question in 1986. There's been no answer since, so we could guess that you can put a price on Peace. Can you put a price on a smile?
Probably.
I mean, probably.
Yeah, we have Egao no Daika. The cost of smiles, the price of smiles. It's about.
Is that the actual? Is that the title?
Yeah, it is. It's
Yeah,
about. Man, I don't give a shit what this show's about. There's like a girl who fights things and robots, and then like this little idol girl, and she's like smiling because she's like, we gotta be smiling because we're living. And I guess the other girl,
Protect that smile,
I guess,
lady.
This is probably the other girl like fights things in a robot suit of sorts, and I don't care.
Stella is 17 years old and a capable reserve soldier. However, she's always smiling. For smiling is essential to living.
Man, I miss back in the day when there used to be shows like Gabriel Dropout and Kobayashi and New Game and stuff that I cared about. That is not today.
Yeah, it's not a great season coming up.
Yeah.
No.
It's a little bare right now, but that's the thing. This is why we do these previews and reviews, because we pick through. We're the gold diggers, we're not gold diggers, what are they called? The ones who pan for gold. We're panners. We're panhandlers.
Yeah.
We just got them pans in the anime ocean.
Man,
dig out a little nugget of goodness.
This season is so bad looking that it makes me feel nostalgic about Long Riders. A name you haven't heard me mention on the podcast in probably 2 years.
Well, it's not over yet. We'll save our final impressions.
I literally
for the
think that the whole of Long Riders, which had its redeeming moments despite terrible animation, is likely better than all this season.
Nah, I've got something to surpass. It's okay. I can still save the season with something that I've got coming up. So don't you worry about that.
Friggin' whatever. I don't care.
We understand. Just so everyone knows, Manimal doesn't care. He wants you to know that. He's that edgy guy. He wants you to know how much he doesn't care.
I didn't used to be edgy. Everybody referred to the summer season 2016 preview, if you want to remember A Brighter Man.
Before he got jaded to the anime industry.
Back when he talked about Love Live Sunshine and the show with the HXH, not Hunter x Hunter, the other HXH.
Maso Gakuen? How I remember that off the top of my head, I don't know. Oh yeah, that was a terrible show.
Well, I watched it all, but yeah.
You did. I don't know why.
It was a different time.
Oh, yeah, it was. But then even then, you had about 3 shows, and then the other 2 that you just go, I don't give a shit. I don't know, I'll just put it on the list.
Yeah, but I actually watched them back in the day.
It's true. Yeah, so check it out, Manimal. Give us I can't wait for your review in the beginning of January and letting us know exactly how good this show is.
Hey guys, I didn't watch anything, so do you want to hear me talk about how I'm playing as a Knuckles?
Nope. Coryn, what's your next pick?
My next pick is, let's see, I'll push that one to the end. My next pick is Rinchi Ikoda-chan. Rinchi Ikoda-chan is a fun and dark 4-koma manga, another 4-koma, about the real life of the author, a single woman in Tokyo who drifts through relationships and work at various hostess clubs and the like. Lots of commentary on quote-unquote birds of prey, or girls who use their cuteness and affect stupidity in order to try to score men, against whom the author is constantly fighting. I was interested in it because the poster has like 15 different art styles on it all at once.
Oh yeah, no, I read the synopsis for that one because it's like not a biography, but like it's her real sort of stories and shit. I was interested in that. She works in all these seedy clubs. I bet she's got some fun stories about, you know, overweight strippers and midgets. Maybe she'll come to this party. I don't know.
Maybe,
right about
but
it.
It definitely seems like an interesting perspective I've never really seen before. And I mean, after Skullface bookseller Honda-san, I'm pretty down for an author talking about their real life.
Yeah. No, because she's got like a cool background. I bet she's got a few decent stories about some pissed up gold diggers and all that kind of shit and the blokes and that. So it's got to be a short, surely, as well.
It must be if it's a 4-koma. So, I mean, I can do 2 shorts in a season.
You can, because that's 1 full-length episode, so it's almost like it works out nicely.
Especially since I'm sure I'm still going to be watching JoJo from this season next season, because those always last for like 3 seasons at a time.
Yeah, that's carrying over. Sword Art Online is carrying over, and Time I Was Reincarnated as Slime. Can't remember what else is, but never mind. Yeah, I want to give that one a go, especially if it's only 5-10 minutes long. Could be interesting. It's like you said, it's even just because it's from the female perspective as well. Of like she's a hostess, so hopefully it'll be brash and vulgar and all that good stuff. But not edgy.
All the characters drawn, I think on the poster, like all the figures are different versions of her, but like they all have their tits out, so hopefully it should be brash and vulgar.
Yeah, that's what I want. I want some mouthy hostess bitch to, like, you know, say, this cunt was a right cow. She was, like, noshing off this guy, and I was going to, like, tap him up for money and cocaine, but she was getting in on my patch. Might be more eloquent than that, but, you know, if it is, I won't be disappointed. Next up, then, I see your titty hostess woman, and I'm going to raise you Dimension High School. Oh, yeah. This is the show.
A raise.
Dia?
No, Dimension. Not
right.
Sorry.
No Dia.
I didn't want to... There's no Dia in here. There's only Dimension. So,
You've
these high school boys...
radar.
I have a heat-seeking Dia radar.
What?
Carry on.
These high school boys are transported to an anime world while they are in cram school. Since then, it started life in an anime world they are transported to. So it's literally a show about people going to an anime high school, and that is it. Like, it's wow, this is what happens.
The thing is, they know a world outside of anime, but now they're in an anime. Also, looking at the posters, one of the characters is a rock with a face. There's definitely just a rock with a face.
That is a rock with a face. I don't know if it is a character. Hopefully that is one of the cast of the boys.
God,
that would be pretty incredible if it is. He's like, I got the rawest deal out of this. You are all attractive anime boys. I'm the thing, but with less. I really hope this starts as like some live action thing. Like it just has like live action.
Oh my god, I hope.
And then it just cuts to anime.
If it started as live action and becomes anime.
I really hope so.
That'd be some real, like, fucking Wizard of Oz shit right there.
I hope it does. Because otherwise, you're just going to be anime, going into an anime, and going like, oh no, we're in anime now, wow! This is pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's like when they're like, oh, we're speaking English now, but you're still just speaking Japanese with like...
Yeah.
Perfect.
I want that to happen. Because reading the premise, I'm kind of hoping it's like sort of, a jab at all the tropes and then that sort of self-awareness in there, like, oh, like the fight for the back of the, the back seat near the window and all that kind of shit.
Yeah, I could see this being a good, funny, self-aware show. There's no PV or anything. There's really nothing to go on here, is there?
No, there's no buzz. There's no
Produced
no PV.
by Polygon Magic. Studios not found.
Yep, this is it looks like a new studio then. There's nothing documented for them. It's an original work, so I'm guessing it's... I don't see it being the highest quality animation or anything, but yeah, if it can be like the dumb jokes for all the school tropes and all that kind of stuff, then it could be interesting, and I'd quite like it. I hope it's a short. I think I'd prefer it as a 10-minute long thing rather than a full-length show, just because I think it would benefit from being a bit tighter and a bit snappier in terms of the pacing and the jokes and stuff that it might have.
I'll say, given the description, it does sound like it might be, if not like a full-on half-timed episode, but like, a two-parter
like part
kind
A,
of thing.
yeah, like part A, part B sort of thing. Yeah, I hope so anyway. But yeah, that's one. It's a real wild card because it's really at the bottom in terms of popularity. Like, no one is talking about it. According to my anime list, it's got less than 1,000 people who've done a little votey watch list thing on it. So I'll be one of them. I'll be there when it takes off. I've changed my pick to what's going to be good. This is going to be good. This is the one everyone's going to talk about. There you go.
The next show you talk about is always the one that's going to be good.
Exactly. So, is there any... I kind of skipped over you a couple times and I've totally forgotten her. But is there any that you want to throw out there? Sorry, why we're here.
Let me go back to the list of... I don't know. Part of me is curious about Raising of Shield Hero.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I still kind of like Goblin Slayer, despite it being a kind of iffy anime adaptation of a good manga based on a light novel I don't know about. Shield Hero is an even edgier version of that, but like, what if the main character wasn't likable or endearing?
Yeah.
It's more of that, I am the smartest man ever, and I will win. But I'm still curious. I may give it a shot.
I had it on, that was my last pick, that one, because I kind of like the idea that he goes into the fantasy world and it's isekai, and then he gets fucking mugged and betrayed and all that in like the first few days.
Yeah.
So, and he's got a shitty shield compared to everyone else. He's got like swords and but he's going to use his cunning to get revenge on everyone, and he's going to turn the shield into like his biggest advantage. And then there's that weird girl who he has, and she has a kick-ass sword as well. So
yeah, it turns into like this is his actual harem of wives really quick.
Okay. Fair enough. He's good. Well, no isekai is complete without a nice full set of multicolored haired girls.
Yeah. So
it's very much in the category of give it 3 episodes, see if it's any good.
Yes.
And then drop or not.
That is exactly what I'm gonna do.
Gonna give it the test. Gotta be fair. Manimal, what is your final pick for us then? You don't have to if you don't want to.
Kaguya-sama, whoa. Love is war.
Koku wa setai tensai tachi no renai zuno-sen.
It's about
Kaguya
an
wants to
academy.
be confessed to.
It's about a love. Love is a battlefield. Thanks, Pat. Thanks for that motivational message, Pat. It really inspires me through my life to know love is equivalent to frickin' Vimy Ridge. Thanks, Pat. Really, really helps me to go through my daily life thinking that.
What's the show about, Manimal?
I don't care.
Considered a genius due to having the highest grades in the country. Miyuki Shinrogane leads the prestigious Shushin Academy Student Council as its president, working alongside the beautiful and wealthy vice president, Shinomiya. The two are often regarded as the perfect couple by students despite them not being any sort of romantic relationship. However, the truth is that after spending so much time together, the two have developed feelings for another. Unfortunately, neither is willing to confess, as doing so would be a sign of weakness. With their pride as elite students on the line, Miyuki and Kaguya embrace on a quest to do whatever is necessary to get a confession out of the other. Through their daily antics, the battle of love begins.
Yeah, love is a battlefield. Thanks, Pat.
I am going to watch this for you, Manimal. At least the first episode.
I'm not going to watch it.
Oh, this is definitely based off a light novel. The full title is Kaguya Wants to be Confessed to, The Genius's War for Love and Brains.
I was going to say,
In fact,
by the amount of words, you knew it was.
You guys would have a better time going to kaanttila.bandcamp.com and refreshing the page for when I release my next album that I haven't even wrote a single song for. Keep an eye out for next season.
Keep an eye out just in time for the winter season. So
I don't know what the album's going to be. I haven't even started recording it yet. But keep an eye out.
Yeah. I'm going to give it a go, because it's either going to be really, really bland and really generic.
And it will be, because it's not going to be as good as it was back in the day.
Oh, for God's sake, shut up about back in the day.
We ain't got no new game. We ain't got
You realize there's people in
Gabriel's
2016 who were talking about 2014 like that, and then people in 2010 who were talking, people in 2014 were talking about 2010.
Well,
and the
now,
fall season.
I'm ancient. You may think that because I'm 22, you may think being 22 means I'm a bit of a young man. Nah, I'm an ancient relic when it comes to this. I just want to go back to the good days.
Real, actual midlife crisis. It's going to be fantastic to watch.
Yeah, just want to go back to the good days of Kaijo and New Game.
But it's just one season. Oh, right. It's one season.
Arguing with him is not the right way to do this.
But yeah, like I say, I think it's either going to be ridiculously bland and mediocre, or it could be their hijinks and quests to get each other to confess can be so over the top and so overdone and so cheesy that it'll be enjoyable.
Guys, remember Shimonetta? I just remembered how great that series was right now.
That the one with the woman with the pants on her face?
Yeah, that was a freaking awesome show. I remember when shows are good.
Do you remember The Rock versus Stone Cold at WrestleMania 2001?
Yeah, I was there. I had front row tickets.
You didn't. You were about 5 then.
Ah, shit.
No, you weren't.
You cracked the code.
Oh, you were? I think you were actually 5.
What year was it?
2001.
2001, yeah. Well, yeah, it was 4 or 5, yeah.
I just said it as a joke, and then I hit the nail on the head. God damn it, never mind. So yeah, that's yours. Can't wait to read this light novel adaptation, or watch it rather. Well, I will be reading because it's in subtitles, but Coryn, what have you got last?
My last show is actually a remake of a 60-year-old show.
Is it? Oh.
Yes. My last show is Dororo. Dororo. Which the original show is Dororo to Hayakimaru. Hayakimaru is the other character. Dororo is the other character. So the synopsis is, a samurai lord has bartered away his newborn son's organs to 48 demons in exchange for dominance on the battlefield. Yet the abandoned infant survives thanks to a medicine man who equips him with primitive prosthetics, lethal ones with which the wronged son will use to hunt down the multitude of demons to reclaim his body one piece at a time before confronting his father. On his journeys, the young hero encounters an orphan who claims to be the greatest thief in all Japan. So Dororo is the orphan, Hyakimaru is the dude who is missing 48 parts of his body, and it's done by MAPPA. The animation looks really good, just based off PvP, but it's MAPPA. But he has swords for hands. He has fake arms, and he takes them off, like, with his teeth, and he holds them in his teeth, and he's just got fucking swords for arms.
He's got swords for elbows as well. It looks damn cool.
It looks damn cool. That's all. That's all I really is going on here. He is missing his face part of it. So he's got 48 demons to kill. He's got swords for arms. There's some really neat character designs. Like there's like a weird monk looking dude in the PV.
Yeah.
Who's all like weird. It's got an interesting art style to it. And like, if you look at the old version, it's like super like Astro Boy looking.
Okay,
and it's
you
a complete
know
departure.
why that is?
Because it's 60 years old?
The old comic that the old show is based on was done by Osamu Tezuka. I've read this thing in its entirety. And the bad news is, it doesn't finish.
Oh.
He's done a whole hell of a lot of comics that, like, it's an awesome premise. It's a great thing. And then it just kind of concludes.
Huh.
So I'm curious to see if they're going to try to give it any closure, because originally it doesn't have it.
Yeah, I mean, it is, again, super... It's been a long time. You think they might have filled something in the sense, you know, to get this thing, I guess, greenlit?
Yeah, it's like...
Because I
want to
wouldn't
say
necessarily,
it's only 2
like...
volumes.
I'll say, yeah, it doesn't sound super long. So, I mean, it's not like, you know, Inuyasha is like, it's been shattered into a billion pieces. We gotta get the fucking crystal. No, there's 48 of them. We know this. It's a limited resource from the get-go. If you kill 2 demons an episode, you got 24 episodes.
Yeah. I mean, you could have, like, weird demons that's like, oh, these are all the demon gang of 6 that you butchers with no problem. I mean,
something like that.
They all look like cool, different designs. So there was one that was like a weird sort of like fox demon thing. There was like a weird, I can't even remember what it was. It was like some smoky monster sort of thing.
Yeah, I expect a lot of traditional Japanese monster stuff going on, which I like. So
yeah.
Man.
Delve into the folklore.
If anyone
they
gets
all
the
got
chance,
like weird rules and shit.
you should track down the old PS2 action game Blood Will Tell, which is a weird... We retitled it because nobody knows what Dororo is in America. And you get to play as the world's most handy-capable badass.
He should be the Paralympics mascot, this guy. He's fucking cool.
He just murders all the competition. It seems a little weird to me that they named the entire show off the sidekick thief character. I guess he's gonna be a main character, but he's not the one on the cover, you know? He's not the dude with swords for arms.
It should just be called Guy with Swords for Arms, and that's all I need. That's a big tick in the boxes for me.
Guy with swords for arms. That's just great. That's just, how can you not?
I mean, we had woman with hands for feet.
Old Man Laser Eyes. It's guy with swords for arms.
And then we got woman with hands for feet from what was it called? From last year?
That was from God, what is it?
It's got a G in.
It does.
Oh God, what is it called?
Goro.
Yeah, there you go. Goro. Yeah, lady with hands for feet, old man laser eyes, and now we've got guy with swords for hands. Swords for arms, sorry, because he's got multiple swords. Yeah, he just pulls off his prosthetic. Oh, it looks cool. It's well done in the PV. I like the style. I am buzzing for this one. The only thing that I can't look off is that the kid really looks like he belongs in, was it Barakamon? The one where the guy went to the island and he was a calligraphy artist and all that kind of stuff. It was one that Josh really liked. I think it was Barakamon.
Sounds familiar.
Something similar. I don't know. But yeah, this is another one that I'm definitely checking out. I love the style. I love the theme. It's going to be really good, hopefully. That's giving me even more faith now you've said you've read the source material in there. Other than, obviously, the glaring error of it not ending. But
we'll find out. Maybe they will massage it.
Maybe we'll get an anime ending. At least it'll be welcomed, I suppose. It sounds like it was sort of not tied up very well, so... We all love an anime-only ending. Or we don't.
I mean, I guess if the original manga is never getting a better ending, I guess.
Well, we'll never have to get Dororo Brotherhood.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like the author of, I was gonna say Full Metal Alchemist. She didn't like die halfway through making it.
She did not.
She did
That's
not.
true.
She's still alive as far as I'm aware.
I would certainly hope so. I believe she is, and I believe she's doing very well, so.
Yeah. She's a farmer.
There
She
you go.
is.
That's
She seems to
Dora.
probably be the happiest manga author out there.
Yeah. I recently finished Brotherhood, and I forgot Full Metal Alchemist is a bit dark, like some of the themes in it, aren't they? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. There is a bit dark. They start by trying to revive their dead mother and make an abomination.
Yeah.
It's kind of dark from the beginning to the end.
Yeah, but because I just had memories of it just being like, oh, it's shonen, oh, you know, they punch the guy and it's all good in the end. It all works out fine, they're all okay. But then, yeah, there's little bits and you're like, oof. It's a bit dark, but yeah, it was a good show. And hopefully some of these will be good as well. We've picked out some highlights and lowlights. Some we're more invested in than others. Admittedly, but I do think there's a couple shows that I could come away with and definitely watch for the entirety of the season, even if it's just a handful. Let's have a look through the list and just quickly run through any others that we've missed. Didn't mean for that to rhyme. Shingeki no Bahamut, Manaria Friends, sure, that's a sequel to that. 3D Kanojo, Real Girl second season, that's 3D Girlfriend. Can't wait for that. Here's one that I actually watched the PV for, Domestic Nakanojo. So this is basically a guy who is in love with his teacher. He knows that he can't be with her, so he goes to a social mixer with his friends, meets a girl, chick says, can you help me, I've got a favour to ask. And he goes, yeah, sure. Follows her back to her house. She says, yeah, I want to fuck. I'm DTF, but it's not love or anything. I just want to learn from the experience. I think it's worded. So he goes, yeah, sure, this will help me get over teacher lady. So he bangs this girl. But wait, his father remarries, and guess who his stepsisters are? It's the teacher and the girl he had sex with. So now he's in a love triangle.
Wait. The girl he had sex with is the teacher's sister?
Yeah.
Also, I don't know. I feel like if you're old enough to be a teacher, you just don't go by stepsister so much.
Yeah.
How old is his dad? How old is his teacher? What's happening?
From the PV, the person I think, the long-haired girl, who I believe is the teacher, obviously it's anime, but really doesn't look much older than he does, so she's probably maybe a few years older than him at most. She's not like a adult woman teacher.
In high school, when I was a sophomore, we got a 24-year-old teacher, and yeah, she looked young, but
that's
not enough that I would consider her my sister.
But wait,
they have some weird family shit happen.
But it's okay, because now he's caught in a love triangle. With the teacher he loves and the girl with whom he had his first time. Oh, he's climbing ever closer towards adulthood. God bless him.
That's not what adulthood's like. That doesn't happen. That is not the normal life.
What's with these anime dads remarrying? Did it in Citrus? Or was it the mum? The mum, yeah. Well, obviously the mum married the dad, but you know what I mean. And then boom, puts these people together.
Getting remarried to such creepily young women.
Ask your. You want
to talk about
kids.
Creepy young women? What's the show that's like a college-age girl falls in love with her sister's friend, but the sister's in 5th grade?
Oh, I do not know. That one's escaped me.
Yeah, it's bad. The other one that looked kind of fun is basically just Magical Girl Spec Ops.
Wait, is that on this season? That one that you were just saying?
Maho Shoujo Tokushusen Asuka.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah. Magical Girl Opera, yeah, Spec Ops. I saw the PV to that. Looked quite fun.
It's SEAL Team Magical Girls.
Is it? Because the synopsis is saying about how it's set 3 years after some initial event, but this is the original work, isn't it? It's not a sequel to something that's happened before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's what threw me. I was like, oh shit, it's a sequel to something. But no, they're just saying that these are the girls, they've saved the world once and now they're going back to it. So I can't seem to find any other adaptation of an anime, so that's kind of weird because there's like like you're going into it with the pre-established relationships. Maybe they'll go back and do the prequel episodes 1, 2, and 3.
I mean, you're gonna see flashbacks or constant references to that day 5 years ago.
I remember going home. I just wanted to live out a normal life. Remember all the good stuff we did? Here's remnants of this, which isn't going to be as epic, but you know. But the bad guys look cool in the PV, and I liked like her little switchblade kind of knife thing. And when she sliced that dude up, it looked cool. So if you do watch it, let us know and let me know how it is, because I kind of like to check it out. What else do we have? So domestic, no fuckface. Piano no Mori. Their second season of that. Haven't watched it, but it's on Netflix because it's stepping up its game. And of course, we're going to boycott it out of principle, but Kimono Friends 2 is coming. So, you know, all you people who've been hanging on for that, Manimal, it's finally here, my friend. Kimono Friends 2 is here. It's not the same director, is it? Because he got fired, even though he did a good job. So, you know, I'm not going to watch it. Is anyone going to watch Girly Air Force?
No.
No.
Sounds great. It's, I misread the synopsis of this at first. So they have flying aircraft called Daughters, that are fighting mysterious flying creatures, that are called Zais. These aircrafts are called Daughters, and they have anima, which are human girl robots to pilot them. Why, if they have the technology to make AI robots to pilot planes, do they not just make the AI inside the planes? Like, it seems like you're doing 2 steps, and you could do 1.
Don't think about it.
But I guess you couldn't give an airplane titties, so I suppose...
I mean, you can. I've seen it. It's not good. Don't say it.
I may have been more inclined to watch this if they'd made airplanes, but like really fan servicey ones. So they had like little Shima Pan underwear on their little exhaust and stuff. And then like the little bra would slip off and you'd get the wow sound effect. Would have been good. Put me in charge. I'm ready, coach. Let me write Girly Air Force. But yeah, it's basically a story of one of these animas who's the pinnacle of all animas, and a guy who wants to fly in the sky. He yearns to fly in a daughter, which is probably the strangest sentence I've said today. We also have Grimm's Notes, the animations, based on a game. This seems boring. I don't know. There's a wartime thing that has planes in as well. I'm getting to Manimal levels of explaining stuff here. Pretty much that is about it for what stands out in the season. The other things are just slice of life, comedy, shoujo ai sort of things. So, you know, I don't think we've missed anything there. In terms of OVAs, luckily, thank Christ, there's going to be an Ero Manga Sensei OVA. It's coming out, so we can't wait for that. Everyone, get your dicks out now, because Ikitosen has one as well. So it depends if you like your girls at any stage of the spectrum. You go.
I'm just thinking, Ikitosen has been going on since I was in high school at the very least. These girls need to age up at some point. You cannot, there's not enough time in the year.
Tell Ash Ketchum that.
Yeah, well, Ash Ketchum exists in a weird universe. His father is Mr. Mime. What are we gonna do?
He's 10 years old and he's wandering around. His mum's not. I mean, child services would have come.
His father is literally Mr. Mime, though. That's not even a joke. That's what happened in Pokemans.
He's not the worst.
Mr. Mime find like widows and single mothers and just shack up with them.
Mr. Mime's an absolute player. What a guy Mr. Mime is. Professor Oak's trying to slide up in them DMs. Mr. Mime has fucking light screened him. Boom, you ain't getting past this. Defense raised to a max.
It's
Oak,
that comic of Lightning McQueen saying, I fucked your mom shit lips, except it's just Mr. Mime repeating his name to Ash.
Can you imagine if Mr. Mime, he was just saying his name, but he's actually just giving him shit non-stop. Comes down for breakfast.
Miming fucking Ash's mother in front of him every day.
Yeah, just
comes home for
just
Christmas.
dry
Mr.
humping.
Mime's just like giving obscene gestures and humping the table.
How's the breakfast? The sausages are great, Mum. Mr. Mime, Mr. Mime. Yeah, my sausage tasted great in your mum's mouth, Ash.
You're
got
not
some
my
mic
dad,
touching me
Mime.
He mimes a pimp slap. Like, get out of here, Ash. He sent him away. Professor Oak's there, trying to creep, but he ain't getting past Mr. Mime. Not happening in a million years. Then we have some movies. We've got some good movies, too, that I am excited for. Well, I mean, it includes the My Hero Academia one, but that's coming out now. Like, I'm gonna go see it in 2 days, so, you know, it's not technically counted in the winter season. But there is the Code Geass Lelouch of the Resurrection, or Resurrection of Lelouch. That's coming out in February, so it's technically winter season. And we have the Yojo Senkai movie, which is Saga of Tanya the Evil, which I very much enjoyed and was a sleeper anime, so I would recommend people checking those two out. Psychopath's got a movie, I think, as well, or something, I don't know. Never finished Psychopath, so I couldn't mention it. What else is there? Oh, there's a Love Life thing. Oh, it's the Love Life Over the Rainbow movie. That's coming out in January the 4th. I didn't realise that was coming out so soon, Manimal.
Yeah.
He'd be gone. Yeah, other than that, that looks like everything, unless there is anything for you guys, any other shows that you want to point out, or shall we go into our final impressions of the winter season?
I've got nothing.
Fair enough. Okay, so round the table real quick. Manimal, I feel like I know what you're going to say, but the floor is yours. Do you want to tell us what you think about this winter season? What do you expect?
I think it's junk. It's nothing but garbage. It's terrible. And I'll probably watch like 2 episodes of Date Alive 3. If I'm lucky, I'll watch it all, but I might not.
Good. Coryn, your impressions, your thoughts, feelings?
I feel okay. I feel like I found some decent looking shows pretty quickly. I mean, the last few seasons have treated me well, so I'm optimistic.
Yeah. And
Anime is dead. Trigger, save it again, please.
And you're right. Like, you know, besides the place for it in the universe, what have we left?
That's apparently on the New York Times best TV shows for 2018.
Because it's in like literally the top 10 best anime ever made.
Yeah.
Funny to see them.
It's up there.
It definitely made it into my top 10, no doubt. I mean, it's literally one of the most inspirational pieces of media I've ever seen.
God, it sure is.
Like, shit happened in my life because I watched this show. Like, come on.
The main triggering piece for the trip to Kansas. This is what got him in gear.
Yeah, it was this show.
Yeah, man. If it moved you to do
Place
things...
Friend in the Universe is so good that I stopped watching anime because I'll never watch another one like it.
Honestly, this upcoming season will be a great time to go back and catch up with the stuff I wanted to, but didn't.
Yeah.
Like, I'm 3 episodes into Bunny Girl whatever, and it's real good.
Yeah.
Rascal Bunnies.
I should watch the rest because it actually is good.
But why, when you could just sit and play Sonic?
Yeah, I just haven't felt like watching it. No, I haven't even been playing Sonic for the last 30 minutes. That's why I stopped talking.
Oh, he's gone all depressed. Never mind.
If I could only play Black Ops 4.
Alright, you play Black Ops 4 then. You get that download done. Get the download done. Could have been done by now.
No, it's been going.
3 hours.
It's been going. It still has like 2 hours
How
left.
slow is your internet?
Not fast.
These downloads are not that heavy.
Well, for me they are.
Canadians have to get extra things. Is it downloading the French language? Is that what it is? It's got to come in 2 different languages.
Honestly, it's probably doing that so I can be like, les garçons, oui, les squelettes comme ci comme ça, de la méchant fait, garçon. Gemapel, Death Reaper.
Yeah. So,
Kamosava.
I'm going to stop you there.
Got her song.
I'm going to stop you. I'm going to save you. I'm going to save you from your French. For me, it's not the best season I've seen. It's not exactly stacked, but there are about 3 or 4 shows that I've got high hopes for. So, Doraro, Promised Neverland, what was the other one that I said? Boogie Pop as well. They could be 3 good ones, and then you never know, a couple of sleeper hits. Dimension High School could be funny for, a quick laugh for 10 minutes, so I should get something to watch. I really hope so anyway, because I'm kind of pinning my hopes on these. Because in past seasons, we've been able to look around and go, I'm not going to watch that, but then you hear people talking about it, and you can see why. You can sort of go, that could turn out well. I'll wait to see what other people say. The rest of this is just I don't know. But like Nair said, it's a good opportunity to catch up with the last shows that missed you last year. So obviously I've got ones like Megalobox that I need to go back and binge. I need to catch up with Golden Kamui. So maybe it is a good opportunity to do that, even if I've only got a couple of shows to get on. But yeah, that was the winter season preview, guys. Hope you all enjoyed it. Hope you took away something from it. And as always, we will be doing the first impressions in the first or second week of January, depending on the release schedule for most of these shows. So make sure you stick around with that, and we'll let you know what we think about Gohan's latest anime, because it's sure to be an absolute masterpiece. I think we're at the end of the episode now, guys. We've hashed it out. It's been passionate. It's been controversial. The debates. I will die. The hill I'm going to die on is that Gohan's the greatest. Is there anything that you guys want to say or want to put out there into the internet just before we head off into the sunset, like little cowboys?
Go to kanttila.bandcamp.com and listen to my album, My Nonsense. We will play the song Gabriel's Wait, do we play that one?
Nope.
We will play the song Lilaps Infinite, which is a title based on Yoshiko's dog. And it's a song. It's actually, this song means something. It's a little ditty about my what I want out of life. It's Lilaps Infinite from My Nonsense.
So you want Yoshiko's dog?
No, it's just that her dog is called Lilaps, so I thought it'd be funny to make a song called Lilaps Infinite.
Okay, and then prescribe meaning to it.
And because hey there Lily, why don't you be my little demon? Cause Yoshiko calls Riko Lily, and she's like my little daemon. So I made this deep song that utilizes Yoshiko references, which is probably like 30% of my music.
And a year-long story.
Yes.
To chronicle.
So,
at the end of the episode, which will be coming.
I have
Spoilers.
in fact 2 songs that have Yoshiko's name in them. So, Yoshiko's Last Stand and Johan's Gothic Dawn. But yet Lilaps Infinite is probably one of my better written songs, and it will appear at the end of this episode.
And
okay.
I will say it's December now. It's officially, I don't know what day it is. It's early December when we're recording this, so Merry Shitscram, everyone.
Yeah.
I guess we only have 2 more episodes for the year after this, right?
We do. This
technically,
one?
we have 14, but whatever.
Well, not counting the 12 days. So it looks like a certain story that we have all come to love this year will have to end. This is the final ending trilogy.
Oh, yeah?
Because, love, understand, appreciate, tolerate, maybe?
This will come out on the 5th. Then we've got one on the 12th, and then we've got the 19th. Technically Boxing Day, we've got the 26th December, but we ain't recording shit. And there, we're gonna, obviously, maybe we'll do something for the end of the year after 19, but chances are we'll see in the new year from there, because, we've got a lot to do in between.
Why do we want to be the people who record a podcast on December 31st when we can do it on frickin'
January the 1st.
In 2019?
Yeah. We're gonna, I don't know, I'll get drunk and do a recording. Can't wait for another anime and alcohol over Christmas. That'll be fun. Yeah, 12 days are coming soon. Keep an eye out because we'll be posting them each and every day in the run up to Christmas.
I just can't wait to start recording my 12-day songs, which are totally not terrible to do.
You love it. Don't even lie.
I love the idea of doing it, but I hate recording them. But once they're done, it's rewarding.
My favorite was the first year you did it, and you did the original 12-day. The last day that you sent me, and you could just hear the frustration in your voice. Like, you literally start the song with,
I wasn't happy. But last year was better, so let's see how it goes this year.
It'll be all good. Yeah, that's it from us, guys. Episode 160 is gone. We'll see you on the other side for episode 161. We'll also, actually, in the next few weeks, we're going to be on another show, aren't we? Oh, no, wait. No, let's not spoil it. Okay, never mind. Ignore what I'm saying. Bye, everyone. Love you.
Bye. Okay.
Go die on this Christmas shopping.
Now, son, you guys came here for one reason. It wasn't for the weeks. It wasn't for the speaks. It wasn't for the winter season. It wasn't for the treason to my betterment. It was all about the Chuny Chronicles. Let's go. This is the final trilogy of the Chuny Chronicles. And then that'll be it. There'll be no more Chuny Chronicles. You guys have been on this journey since the beginning of the year. And this is what it is all leading up to. You'll catch the YouTube videos on Cantilla, the YouTube channel. I have part 1 up, and soon enough we'll have part 2 of the Chuny Chronicles. Bursting the walls of the Chinese chicken shop, the Chuny grabbed the hair of her admirer. The black-haired girl swayed. From her table, she skipped to the beat, dropping her noodles along the floor. Had she finally acted upon her desires and hidden purposes? The girl, the admirer, thought. The Chuny had realized life, and its meaning was to be found in the palms of one's self, for the meaning of one's existence cannot be transcribed, written by another. Merely in life, we are all just characters, NPCs, or whatever of sorts, for life revolves only around the one bearing the burden of existence daily in the head of thoughts. The Chuny now, realizing life is merely that which she wills, finds only one thing certain. It's time to become the hero of my own story. Where are you taking me? The admirer asked as the Chuny ran her down the street. You know where. Back to the old house. The Chuny spilled out emotions like barf in a Taco Bell Chuck E. Cheese combo house. Man, that would not be good. The Chuny looked. For life is but mine, and life is mine for taking. She spoke calmly. You and me, we go back a long ways, and now, at the end of it all, we begin again, back to the old house. The Chuny knows this. Here's a song inspired by a literal Chuny. It's called Lilaps Infinite.
Those fading lights in the sky. Watch as a good thing dies. In the new year, if you like a bad boy, I'm better keep it in tune with the song. Always be remembering to do your taxes, pay your bills, and attend your classes. That's order wanna see you, baby.